Yeah, baby. Boom, boom, kaboom. It's Noof Nukem in the room. Welcome to another Tuesday night episode of everybody's favorite Rated M podcast. It is Gaming After Dark with yours truly and company. On standby, we have one of the most eclectic and, well, probably one of the most erect panels you'll ever find. These guys are always up for something. And yes, we've got them ready to go. Let's start and introduce our panel and our special guest. We will start off with the man making his return this week, the man who has no shortage of words most times. It's the Wize Old Gamer.
What's up, panel? What's up, Noof? What's up, everybody? Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I am happy to be back after 1 week off. I apologize for that, but as many of you know, I have survived quite a few things. So they want to know why I am surviving all of this stuff. So they are basically stripping me naked about twice a year and probing me in places that I have yet to figure out where they are. So after having that and smoking a couple of cigarettes, I am back. So thank you.
Well, glad to have you back. Hope you're doing much better. We missed you last week, and we're ready to go. Speaking of a guy who probably didn't miss you, let's bring him in, rolling right into the show as always, Mr. Cerebral Claws.
By the way, those visits they have you do twice a year serve two purposes: one, to check on you, and two, they put all the bulimics in a one-way room, and when you take off your clothes, they all throw up. So it's
It's anorexic. Put up your clothes. Your clothes.
It's gonna be that show, guys. Brace yourself. Put on your seatbelts tonight. It's gonna be a doozy tonight. Let me tell you. Making a return again this week is the man of many voice talents, the one, the only Darth Praxis.
You let me back in. It's not my fault. It's your fucking fault.
Are you deep throating your mic again?
No, I'm trying to be quiet.
Oh, no. You're eating your mic. You're eating your mic, Darth. Don't eat your mic. Yeah.
Just focus on the tip. Just pay attention to the tip.
No, the tip's too fuzzy and fucking full of hair. I don't want that.
Stop lifting the mic.
Everyone else's tips on this panel as well.
Keep your own tip in your mouth. It's okay. We'll wait for you.
I think everyone on this panel's tip is fuzzy and hairy. So
it's possible.
I don't mind showing you mine. That's okay, Chewbacca. You put that thing away now. All right. Well, we already have one member from the Retro Renegades. We might as well add a few more to the show. And let's bring in a man who has not been here in quite some time, but whenever he's here, especially when you're talking gears, he brings the heat. The one, the only, the gears man himself, Crispy Bomb.
Oh man, I got that wham in your pants, and yes, I'm happy to see you. What's up, everybody? Let's go.
See, I told you he had his Viagra before the show. All right, and he is probably one of the most energetic and lovable individuals you'll ever meet in the podcast scene. Made his first appearance ever on Gaming After Dark, and he's been a big splash ever since. And he puts the park to the bite. It's Doggy Dog 420. Woof!
Woof, woof it is, and thank you very much, Noof. I appreciate it, and it's great to be back where it all started. And yeah, it's great to be here. Good evening, panel. Good evening, chat. It's going to be a great show, as always. Let's get it on.
I just want to say, from everyone here, I am the most jealous of you because you're the only one on this panel that can lick himself.
That's right, Maggie.
That could be debatable. Yes, I definitely can.
By the way, since you just said his phrase, I'm going to point out that we lost Mills Lane today. Famous. Let's get it on in boxing.
Yep.
All right. You know, not only do we have an amazing panel, but our chat is equally amazing. We got to say hello to Draven Arrow, who is here. Talus Ray is in the building. We got Toolman55 hanging out with us. Mr. Bushido is in the building. Our good friend of the show, Mr. Dreadpool, is lingering in the distance. What's going on, Dread? We also have... we got Jesse Darby hanging out with us tonight. Good to see you, Jesse. We got Dizzy Delta, my Canadian brother. What's going on? Friggin' freezing as hell up here in Canada right now. Had minus 40-something outside tonight. Yes, it's crazy.
That. Oh, by the way, it's 70 degrees outside where I live.
I was going to say, we're making up for that a bit down here.
Yeah. Minus 40 is minus 40 no matter where you go. That's the kind where you go up outside, you take a piss for like 3 seconds, and it's pissicles.
Yeah.
Just,
okay, why are you going outside to piss? I mean, I know Canada's backwards, but damn, dude.
Nothing like a minus 40 cold breeze on your penis tip.
Isn't minus 40
I
the
mean,
temperature?
after you get married, your dick goes numb anyway. So
Yeah, Basil, get a challenge out of it
So
somewhere.
isn't minus 40 the temperature where your testicles go so far up your butthole that your voice goes back from cracking again?
Jesus, that would explain everything now.
Yeah.
You got to stop telling us about your dreams, sir. Come on. Keep
I
it
got
yourself.
to say, the first time I experienced that low temperature when I was in Wisconsin, I about died. I'm like, oh hell no, you know.
Hey, Princess Zelda's here. How you
Yeah.
doing?
We're
How
into
you
Zelda. We got
doing?
great
Princess Zelda.
people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man 356. I knew he was swinging through. We got Jay the Destroyer, Doc Shady hanging out with us as well. And who else we got going
There's
on
a
here?
lady here. There's a lady here. We got to
There's a
show her
lady
our
here.
respect. How you doing?
Joe. Oh, never mind. I got to let Cerebral Paul do it.
Oh, Joe Dunmore.
Joe
Sorry, I'm in
Dunmore
the middle
is
of
here.
something.
We got Pico
It was
Trek.
either that or Victor Clit. I didn't know.
No.
Yeah, he might be here later. Casket Repair hanging out with us as well. We got great crew, guys. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
being here. Your support is always appreciated. Very welcome. So thank you once again. Let's get the show going. We got a lot of stuff for you tonight. We got a special appearance a little bit later in the show by the one and only, and I'm not talking Arnold or anybody else. You're going to get a special visit from the guy from the Great White North, like really north, like the North Pole. Special visit. Yeah, we're gonna see him a little bit later on. So hang out, and you're gonna get your questions ready for him. Get your Christmas wish list ready, should I say? Hint, hint. Let's read out the first super chat of the night, and it comes in from the guy who's guesting on the show tonight. It's Doggy Dog. I don't know, should we let Doggy Dog read his own super chat?
Hey, I do that.
Yeah,
GAD time. Woo!
There
The
you go.
enthusiasm is
See?
palpable.
I love it. I love it. All
Yeah,
right.
let's go. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's do
Here we go, guys. Real simple. $70 games. We knew they've been a thing for a while. Sony kind of kicked off the whole gauntlet. Now Microsoft lays it down several months after the fact. How does everybody feel about it? Are you embracing it? I guess the biggest question is, I mean, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time whether you like it or you don't like it. My biggest question is, does this mean that Game Pass may be reflective of those price increases sooner than later? Like, we know that could be a possibility. Or am I the only guy that really gets shafted by this because I still buy my games physically? So that's what I kind of want to know. And who wants to lead the floor on this one? The guest or anybody? I'll let you put your hands up on this one, guys.
Well, real quick before Wog has a chance to say it, if anybody knows about getting shafted, it's you. There, I said it for you there.
Well,
Just because his wife's name's Peg.
You might as well start us off on this, Paul, so we can argue.
Actually, no. I want to close you off on.
Okay, you want to close it? Okay. You know what? Let's let our guest start tonight.
He wants to finish
Crispy
it.
It's the first time being here. Crispy Mom, you have our brother. How do you feel about that little increase? It's $10. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, mind you, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, as I said, if prices don't go up on Game Pass, I guess it's business as usual. It's like it's just the physical guys or the guys who just buy the copy digitally, I guess. I don't know. What do you feel?
Yeah. They're a trillion down company. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Oh wait, they're not doing it quite yet. Oh shit. They're announcing it before it happens and preparing people for it with a long majority of time. And they also warmed you up with, the head of Xbox saying, "Hey, we can't keep sustaining these prices," because it did come out and nobody's disputing it that they are losing $200 in every console.
Well, in every Series X, right?
No, both.
Oh, really?
They're
200.
How are they losing $200 on a $300 console?
Dude, it's already
It's
look
the
it up.
CPU,
I'm not. Dude, it is the CPU.
Yeah,
that would be it.
Yeah, that's the reason why
Mhm.
you're going to see it become more relevant very soon. Trust me, this is why they're charging $7 for the next gen games, like the next gen. Okay, this game is not being made for Xbox One. Yes, it might be able to be ported through the cloud onto the Xbox One, but it's basically like streaming on your phone. So, I mean, that is the logic with it, and that's how they're going to support the last gen, because they just want to sell subscriptions. We all know this, okay? And that's why they didn't raise the price of subscriptions, which they will eventually, okay? But Phil's already said all of this. The console thing, it depends. If they come out with that dongle or whatever, because they didn't think it was viable, and now he's already talked about, well, we kind of didn't have, the money aspect of what we wanted it to do. And that's basically what he said. So you're going to go and look at that and be like, okay, is it viable? Is it going to sell? And they believe it's going to sell, but the cost involved of releasing it at what the price is that they think it's going to sell. It's market.
So you basically think that the price increases to largely make Game Pass look like even better value overall then?
Not just that, okay, but and a few people have brought that. I wish I had, their tweets in hand, but I don't. But they've brought up the fact that why would you do this after if the ABK deal goes through? This is going to make it look like you're raising the price because of that. So why not announce it now? If the ABK deal goes through before they do it or after, they have already told their investors, everybody else in the open, hey, we don't deny this. We haven't went back on this. This article is true. You know what I mean? Because if they don't say nothing, guess what? It's true. You know what I mean? So they haven't said nothing. Usually they're pretty quick when something comes out that they didn't mean it to come out like that, or they get a bunch of pushback, one or the other. And that's where you go and say, okay, like this could be strategic in that way. It's also strategic in what they're going to do. I mean, they're going to raise prices on certain things. I mean, unfortunately, everybody could say, oh, you Xbox guys talking shit about Sony doing it. Well, you did it like a year ago, bro. Like, now Microsoft's going to do it because you know what? It's acceptable. You guys accepted it. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Well, I was like, bro, I'm not capping for $1 billion or $1 trillion company. I'm not doing it. I mean, where's my money? You know what I mean? Like, I invested in your product. Why can't I play your first-party games on your service? Is it bad for me to expect that from Sony if that's what I like from Xbox?
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing? I don't think it is. I mean, that's my experience. I enjoy that. Not saying you have to, New. You know what I'm saying? But when people go and talk shit about that because, premium. Well, now you get the premium tax on actual next gen. Because guess what? You have a PS4 and PS5 version for your God of War Ragnarok. So explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like you could say the Series S is a potato, but I'm sure as hell think the PS4 is a potato, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, I was gonna say, where's that article on the PS4 about holding shit back? Right? Didn't see that one.
Well, there's also
surprising, isn't it?
It's also bad optics as well. Like what the FTC and the CMA are really worried about is the effect that the ABK purchase will have on general consumers' prices as what they're going to be paying. So if this ABK deal goes through and then all of a sudden they're raising their games to $70, that seems like bad juju, if you ask me. Definitely seems like, okay, now that we've got a pseudo monopoly on this crap, now we're going to charge you extra for all this stuff. And that's what they do not want to see. So they want to go ahead and sort of be in front of all of this as well. So I think that's also another thing that had to play into it. So
like Crispy said, it's just the next gen only games. It's not like cross-gen. They said it's like the next gen only, so that kind of raises a little bit of the value to it, right? I mean, it's just the next gen. They're not made for any last
bullshit.
gen.
Well, weren't all the cross-gen games $69 already?
But they don't scale. But, dude, I mean, the goalpost movement from some of these guys, and trust me, I have all the fucking screenshots, people. Like, if I want to drop bombs on people you didn't realize said some stupid shit, I could. My
Crispy
friend.
saying,
They call this the crispy truth.
I don't want to hear the goalpost movement anymore.
No,
I don't. No. Okay,
Krispy Kreme.
We are. Guess what? You said premium, people. You said premium.
Yeah.
We're paying for a premium product.
Well, we know some of those Sony guys have got the goalposts up on fucking Mars right now.
Dude,
shit, yeah.
I mean, I hear
Mars
some people loving God of War. I see some people being like, "Dude, I wish it was the old God of War." I see some people acting like they played it and they didn't, and they actually like tout for PlayStation all the time. I'm like, dude, you make no sense. Like, I might have a PlayStation, but I've watched enough of the game to be like, your sentence doesn't make any sense, dude. Like, that didn't exist. Like, that didn't happen. I'm sorry. Like, you're capping for a console and not actually playing the fucking game. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like this is the type of shit I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, I just need to block.
So if you watch porn and you're a virgin, does that now make you an expert?
Actually, it makes you an expert.
But at the same time, do you not know?
I have watched more dick going to ass than you've ever done, son. I guarantee it.
You know, like you didn't experience it, but you watched it. But then you experienced the same thing that somebody else experienced, and you said the exact opposite take, and it's just wonderful. It's like this constant, like, you know, like circle that just goes around and around.
It's like a jerk.
And around, and then everybody's circle jerking each other, right?
Correct.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Correct. Thank you.
Okay. So I guess at the end of the day, Crispy, are you for, against? Does it really matter who's doing the whole $10 deal? Like, I guess at the end of the day, like, we understand there's logistics. We understand the industry's changing. We certainly understand the economics of the past 2 or 3 years, in particular, with inflation, with the rising costs. Studio costs are obviously going up as well. Costs of games are largely going up. And if you look at, you know, the grand scheme of things, yes, even though $10 does kind of bite, you know, like we paid more for cartridges back in the 90s.
Right.
Like, you know, at the end of the
Shit,
day,
I paid
like,
$70.
Are you asking
$70 for the original Zelda.
my entire truth of this?
Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
that it doesn't matter. I have Game Pass and I get day-and-date
Yep.
exclusives. That's
Okay. Well,
that's
there
it.
you go.
There you go. $15 a month, baby. Thumbs up.
For now.
$20.
Doesn't get any better.
$19.95 a month. Watch.
I pay what 18 something for Netflix, and I'm about to be done with it, and then all of a sudden they come out with a really good show that I like. I don't know.
I pay an extra
motherfuckers.
$10 for PlayStation 5 games than I would if I had a PlayStation 4. I get the PS5 version, and I don't see me here whining and complaining. It's an extra $10. If I had the game, I enjoy it enough. Easy done, you know. And up here they're fucking $89.99 Canadian with the tax. Here in Alberta, they usually come to about $94 by the time I buy them. So there you go. So you know, that's where I'm at. So if I can pay it for PlayStation, I can pay it for Xbox.
The only reason why I was against what they did, because they did it so soon, almost right after the consoles came out, is because this happened.
Yeah.
And that is the only reason why. And it did happen. And I didn't deny that it would happen because I believed it would. And it is logical. I mean, it you know, inflation, all that BS, but not just that. We've been playing $60 for a long time, people.
Right.
I mean, we have. I mean, but at the same time, you know, you're not getting as much pushback on the Xbox because, I mean, Game Pass, like, you can get Starfield if you subscribe to Game Pass. You could beat the game, do whatever, and then unsubscribe, and you're done. And you didn't pay what the $70 would be.
Yeah.
It's a thought. You know what I
Well,
mean?
plus these games actually go on sale, not like fucking Nintendo that keeps selling Mario Odyssey for $60 fucking dollars.
Well, they'll
Just
be like,
last
we'll be
week.
like, want to
Yeah, they didn't have to
Game
up their
Pass?
price
You
of the
can
game.
buy
Their games
for
are already
$60.
$20 or $30
You know what
too
I mean? Like, they're gonna do that shit. Come on. And they'd be like, subscribe to Game Pass. You could buy Starfield for $60 with all these little hoo-ahs and diddlies. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yep.
All right, let's go with our next guest then. Let's go with Doggy Dog on the matter. Doggy, is your wallet ready to embrace those $70 Microsoft games?
Man, I mean, yeah, I mean, I have Game Pass too. I have Game Pass forever. So, and I know that you'll see some people on Twitter, oh, you can't use that as an excuse, man.
Doggy can handle it. The man's got about $500,000 in arcade one-ups behind his
and that's what, and that was the other point I was going to get to, is I can afford an extra $10 fucking, and like $70 is about the same price as like what nowadays, 2 frozen pizzas and a quart of fucking ice cream. I mean, it doesn't,
Or 10 hot wings.
Doesn't
or
make
10 hot wings, like
Jesus.
yeah,
It's like a half pack of cigarettes and a toothless blowjob.
yeah, just I mean, yeah, with inflation,
No,
and
just a
shit,
half pack of cigarettes. The tooth blowjob went up.
Oh yeah,
Don't ask
I
me,
guess
I
you
know.
know. That might be $80.
Sorry, Dizzy.
Be
Go,
$80.
or, sorry, Doggy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it come in anyway. I mean, I knew they were going to eventually do this, especially with Sony kind of setting the precedent early in the generation. So it isn't really a surprise. Not mad at him for it. I mean, I guess I could say I can't blame him for it. Once again, I say it doesn't really matter to me because I have Game Pass, and I don't think they'll raise Game Pass for a while. I'm glad that they picked this to do instead of doing Game Pass. Like, leave Game Pass alone for a while. Stay consumer friendly with this Game Pass that you're trying to keep pushing. So raise the price of the game. If you don't want Game Pass, well, you have to pay a little bit more for it. I know they're not trying to be spiteful like that, but just more value, Game Pass. So I don't know. I can't speak for what I think about like the whole ABK acquisition. If they're trying to make a move with that little chess move here or there with that, maybe they are. But hey, it just, like I said, it speaks for Game Pass value. It's just a better value all around just because of that. So, and like I said, if I wanted to go out and buy Forza Motorsport next year and I didn't have Game Pass and it was $70 and it's a next gen only title, I'm going to be happy with that. It's okay. It's only $10 more, man. It's cool.
So kind of what you're saying is, you don't like it. It's like most of us, we don't really like it, but it's understandable, and it's it's not, you're not like you're talking $30 or $40, and if the games are like if they're built on solely out for the current gen consoles, then it's not so bad. Is that what you're saying?
Right? Yeah, exactly. And nobody wants to pay more. Yeah, I should have said it. Nobody wants to pay more. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool, great, but I understand all that, especially with I don't know, around here, I don't know what, man, my electric bill went up like $100 a month for no reason, just for everything's going up. So everybody's just tacking on. So I was going to say,
we've been taking it in the ass now for the best part of a year. And
they've held they've held that dick from the ass for the past year. So, give them props for
gas, electric bills,
dirty power users.
Right now.
Are we still getting a new stimulus check?
It was crazy.
Oh yeah, that power shit's, that's some bullshit.
The groceries at Costco fucking noticeably went up the other day. We and the wife were just like, holy shit, we buy like this bag of salmon, this frozen salmon. It used to be like $30-something, and all of a sudden that was like $43. It almost went like $10. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I didn't notice that at first, I was like, oh, okay, but as the weeks go on and it keeps stacking up on your ass, it's like, man,
boiling
it's so
water
bad.
syndrome.
But hey, gas is cheaper now.
It's going up.
Hey, but gas is cheaper now.
Yeah, I guess.
Gas, not diesel. Diesel's going up, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Gas is like instead of putting 3 knives in your back, it's like 1.5 now. It's
but it's better.
You can tolerate it before you get to the hospital. That's
give me one in the loin right there.
In the pork loin? What are you talking about? Jesus. Talking about food, I think you're getting confused.
Yeah, it happens.
Praxis, where do you stand on this? Then we'll bring in Wize, and then we'll finish off with Paul.
Well, if I keep my
we got a super chat first, and I'll let you read that one out first, Darth.
Sure.
Here you go, Darth. Do your thing. DJ Berto Das dropping $2.
Boom, boom, kaboom.
There you go.
Thank you.
That was simple and to the point. We are ready to go. Sounds like he's ready too. Good to see you, DJ Berto Das.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like somebody suffering from diarrhea.
What do you a little constipated? No. They could work that out with a pencil. Anyway, just I don't know. Like I said, I was trying to play devil's advocate earlier today or yesterday, and I fucked that up real good. But I was making points that we've all basically made. We're all kind of used to the way pricing has been set. Like you said, PlayStation did serve it up and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. And then third parties have followed. They've all cross-gen games are now $69. Mm-hmm. And anything from pretty much any third-party studio has been that way. And so they've just kind of set this precedent that was going along. And Microsoft is going to eventually jump on board with it. And like you were saying, Noof, the real question is, are they going to follow this up with an increase in Game Pass? We already know there's one coming specifically for the family plan, the friends and family plan.
Right.
That's coming, and that's going to be somewhere, I think, between $25 and $30 a month. But that's 5 users using one account. So that's a completely different value plan, which is even better in my opinion than regular Ultimate. Mm-hmm. But especially if you have people that are utilizing it. But I see, honestly, I could see Ultimate even in the next 6 months going up. And the point I was trying to make is, to me, and to anybody who's seen gaming and been gaming as long as I have, I've seen this price for $59 since the Super Nintendo days. I've been paying it myself back then when I had a $4 an hour job and paying for my own games, where it hurt when I bought a game. And now it's like, well, it's not really that much. I make a hell of a lot more money. And so, $69 isn't that harsh. But
Right. Yeah.
but the precedents are setting about bringing it up and raising it and pushing it forward. Do they need to? As their company? No, they fucking sure don't need to. They have all the money in the world. They don't need to raise it. They can lower it because of Game Pass. Honestly.
And the funny thing about those days, back in those days, you bought a $59.95 game like Rise of the Robots. You put it in your
the game
in your Super Nintendo. You're playing. You're like, what the fuck did I just buy? What the hell was this?
Well, the other thing is,
That's why I love Blockbuster, man.
Exactly. The old rental days.
well, and then and then there's the other part of it. The other part is now games are designed essentially to be DLC fucking vehicles. They're vehicles that they can for $69 that they can get in, and once they do that, they've got you with microtransactions and DLC forever, or as long as they can milk it for the game. So that also makes the argument for them raising costs kind of stupid, because they could continue to make money perpetually after that with a bunch of other
Not
shit.
for Sony.
Well, fuck Sony. I'm not
really.
talking about
This makes me wonder too.
That's good. That's good.
You know, a lot of these free to play models now, is this going to make them look at the industry and go, well, because we're giving up the game free to play, are DLCs and content within inside those games, are they also going to see a drastic increase?
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff is already well overpriced. We see that we're paying like $10 for like one friggin' outfit in a game is ridiculous. I remember on the 360 you would get those for a couple $100 points, which probably amounted to $1.50, sometimes $5 at best.
Yeah.
And now like we're starting at $10, for an outfit, one outfit. Like,
I guess they price it to where the market can bear it. That's kind of the whole point of it. If they price
dumb
it,
people, what you're saying?
well, yeah, people are stupid. There's a lot not everybody. But there's a lot of stupid people out there. Look at look how much money mobile games make. I mean, for Christ's sake, that actually makes more money. What was it? I think Call of Duty Mobile makes more money than any of the Call of Duty games.
Yeah,
it makes an enormous amount of fucking money, and that's because people pay perpetually for all the bullshit.
Or even
like,
that.
I'll pay $5 for that. I'll pay $10 for the
Or
fuck.
Candy Crush, isn't that still one of the highest grossing ones? Probably just to pass a level or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I used to be addicted to that one too, but I didn't pay that much. I got to stop when I started realizing I needed to pay to
stop being a dick.
Get past it.
You didn't pay that much, but $2 here, $3.
No,
my girl plays that shit.
Yeah, I'm a level 374 like way back in the day. No, I paid one time. I paid like $1 to continue five goes or some shit
you
like
guys
that.
Need to stop playing. You guys need to stop playing those.
I stopped playing it exactly.
Like you need to play a real game like Raid Shadow Legends.
Rage.
No, I'm just gonna go to the. I'll just go to. If I'm paying. If I'm paying some.
Put your phone down now and download Raid Shadow Legends.
Go to the slot machine or whatever, the
stick it in the slot.
Wait, what are we talking about? God damn it! You fucking pushed me the wrong way, son of a bitch.
How could you?
How could you bring that up?
Pull down, not up. Pull down, not up.
We are not going to do this right now. Not now, not ever.
Christian,
go be with your
How
wife, sir.
dare
I think she
you.
wants you. Just
Shout out to the chat. We got X Burke hanging out with us. Our good friend of the show, Sir X Man, is in the building. What's going on, Sir X? Prince Costello's still here. Iceman LMH. John Wolf is in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here as well. Vic the Click is in the building as well. Good to see you here.
Mr. Cleat.
Delta. We got Plantanage. I think it is Plantanage. I don't know how the hell you pronounce it. Jesse Darby's still hanging out with us. Tony Grasso is here, and the list goes on. You guys are fantastic.
Plantanage.
Oh yeah.
Or never mind.
Awesome chat. Yeah, great.
Always an awesome chat helping here.
Yeah, great.
There were 3 of them,
We got an amazing 44 people watching live. That's
Those crazy bastards.
And share it out and like it, especially the share it out.
Boy.
Yes, for sure.
I knew I smelled trouble. Albert G in the building.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God.
Oh, I knew something was a little stanky up in here. Well, that's
He comes in with Albert G logic right off the bat. There you go. Forcing us into Game Pass. Raise that price. Ain't forcing me into shit. I just got rid of mine, so you know how I am.
He knew I was here, motherfucker.
Senior.
Yeah, he loves to hang out and fucking next podcast too, don't you, bastard?
Oh yeah, that's his hangout. He sets up a tent and hangs out. Yeah.
Wize Old Gamer, where do you stand on the subject? The $70 going to it's going to make you toss a colostrophe bag or what?
Break the bank.
Well, okay, so all this shit going down reminds me of that meme with that one chick in the middle and all those dudes behind her, you know? So as gamers, we're that chick in the middle, and then behind us is like Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo. They're all the fucking same. And I knew the writing was on the fucking wall when Sony upped their price, and it was a long time coming, right? $70. It's not a big amount of money. Paid $70 for the original Legend of Zelda cartridge for the Nintendo.
Yeah,
and
I know.
that thing was
It was made of gold, man. It's golden.
Yeah, it was. It was cool, and I actually had a book and everything in it. Right, had a fucking game in the box. What a fucking
Don't ask me what I did.
exactly.
Don't ask me what I
Shit.
did for Perfect Dark.
Who the thought that shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Then they had
ask
a
me what I did
poster
for
of
Perfect Dark back
that-
in the 90s. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Now it's covered.
Paul,
in crispy
yeah,
and
paid
stuff.
for Perfect Dark and had to live in the fucking dark. Couldn't afford my light bill after that one.
I know.
But I am looking forward to the shit show. I'm looking forward to the shit show between PlayStation and Xbox. I mean, think about look at it this way, right? Xbox was the first to announce, oh yeah, we're gonna make cross-gen games and blah 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 blah. PlayStation said, oh okay, yeah, y'all can go ahead and take the wrath from all the gamers for saying that shit. We're gonna go out and say, no, we believe in fucking generations, when they did the same goddamn thing Xbox did and made cross-gen games. And then PlayStation came out, was the first to come out and say, oh, yeah, our games are going to be $70. And Xbox was like, okay, sure. Go ahead and get your ass reamed by the public. And then when everything calms down, we're going to raise our prices too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a back and forth situation. They're both the fucking
That's a good point,
same
Wize.
company.
Yeah.
They're all the same fucking company. We're all getting fucked either way. It's an expensive.
Yeah.
This is a very expensive fucking hobby.
They take in turns fucking you in the ass.
Exactly, but at
not
least
even
as I said,
wiping between.
At least
fair.
they're great. At least they're fucking grateful. Nintendo, they'll fuck you 40 times over and still charge you the same goddamn price. And then they won't kiss you in the morning when they walk away. They'll just leave the money on the night counter and say, "Get the fuck out." You know,
That's just the way they are. Come on.
You'll still be paying
just like that.
$70 for their games generations later.
I am just looking forward to the whole situation in next year when these big AAA Xbox games come out at $70, and then I can sit back and watch and relax and listen to it or read all these people in Twitter going back and forth. It's worth $70. No, it's not. It's worth $70. No, it's not. It's worth $70. No, it's not. I'm just looking forward to that shit.
Yeah, you bring up a great point, because that was always one of my things. Is like, okay, the price of the games are going up. We kind of get it. It's sort of part of the territory. But in some cases, we're also seeing them give us less game for the buck, where half of the game is basically, it's held behind a paywall so they can charge us the full 80 up front. And then fucking like 3 months later, they're basically asking you, to pay 20 odd bucks for content packs that, realistically were probably there or should have been there to be from the get go. And that's where some of that gray cloud area that starts to fall in place, where you're like, fuck, man, like that are really just screwing us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Do you expect any less from any one of these companies? Like, what do you expect?
I did a calculation the other night. I bought Destiny 2 in 2017 when it first fucking came out. Okay.
Yep.
And I've only gotten a handful of season passes over the years, but I've gotten every DLC. And when I calculated, I was like, I wasn't thinking about the season pass. They're at $10 a season pass, right? So I calculated it all up. It's over $404 for just one game. Not any fucking packages for like ornaments or any kind of like cosmetics. None of that. This was just the fucking game to play it.
Damn.
That's
Even when
how
Bungie made Halo, wasn't that expensive.
Yeah.
Remember with Skyrim, they made that horse armor and it costed $2 fucking,
Right.
I bet a $2 fucking horse armor sounds pretty good now, don't it, bitches?
Oh shit, yeah, man. You'd fucking you could turn around and sell that on eBay for $10, $20 right there. Yeah.
But that's one of the nice things about Fortnite with the season pass is you can actually earn enough V-Bucks to pay
can.
for your season pass.
Well, and
to
that's
pull it back
Call of
to
Duty
$10.
bucks used to be like that too. You could actually earn your season passes.
This sounds like a scenario where a guy tries to sell you a condom right after you get the girl pregnant.
That's sly move.
Sly
Move
move
on
for
the
you.
man.
Next
Give it
time,
that.
right?
Hey, they're half price now.
Yeah, shit. Quarter. Yeah, quarter.
If you
price.
plan ahead, you'll
No,
end up putting yourself more,
or
you
the
know?
father selling off the daughter to you and saying, "Oh, she's not pregnant, she's just fat."
Yeah, it's like on
Yeah.
Facebook tonight. Before I got to get off topic, but on Facebook tonight, right? I see this message on like one of the bulletin boards, the community bulletin boards. The guy's like, "I'm a single dad of 6 kids." He goes, "I'm struggling right now. I need to pay the rent, and I don't know where to turn." And I'm thinking to myself, "Jesus, 6 kids! Somebody should have fucking offered you half-price condoms at some point."
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
wanted
Yeah.
to make that remark to him. You know, I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, turn into your closest CVS and
You could,
buy
you
yourself
could
a
turn it into a subscription.
Right. Yeah, they had like those subscription things on Amazon and shit. You know, they send you
Learn that
new
magical,
subscription.
forgotten method of pulling the fuck out.
Yeah,
dummy.
You're the
Yeah,
one that gets the
Jesus.
Viagra,
The
aren't you,
goddamn snip
Doggy?
or something. Holy fuck!
Oh my
After about 3 or 4, I would have just practiced the whole fucking abstinence thing. The whole damn nuts time.
Can I get
Oh,
my
fuck.
nuts snipped,
Shit.
please? 'Cause I
It's
can't
fucking
keep doing
over.
this shit, okay?
Doggy Dog goes
remove
into the
it.
fucking bedroom and wears one of those like miniature fucking NFL helmets on his dick.
Hell yeah, man! If that's what it takes.
Doggy would get one of those lifelike dolls. There you go.
hey, no, you know,
You guys kind of
call it
planet.
Tom-
hey,
They're
they
gonna
never,
fuck pregnant.
they never
Stick it
complain,
me.
and they, you know, just they keep their thoughts to themselves. So.
Doggy be the
Gotta give it
first
that.
guy on the planet that got a blow up doll pregnant.
Well, that would be just my fucking luck, too. What the fuck?
I used all the
I
precautions. oh
tell
my
you,
God.
that would happen.
That's
That
cool.
shit would happen to me right there. Yep.
and also be the only person ever being sued by
Right,
a
now I'd
dog
have
for
to pay a child support. Right. Exactly.
Kid comes in like a cabbage patch.
Shit.
You
Fucking
talk
A, baby.
okay, Praxis. You talk about the pull-out method. I learned after my 3rd child that you're supposed to pull out after you shoot, not before. Not before.
Man.
Oh fuck!
I pulled out, but it was all. I mean, when I pulled out, she's still. not
Let me know
pregnant.
when
She's
I
like,
get
no,
a
no,
turn
no.
here. And
Well,
Yeah, no. It's cerebral.
Pull out.
Oh,
You're
Christ's sake.
supposed to pull out then shoot, not shoot then pull out.
Shut
Cerebral Paul.
It was a learning experience for me. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Paul's
So
gearing up
basically,
here
a
now.
lot of it's been covered, but my thing is, one, yeah, I know they make millions and millions of dollars, but they have, they have their, they're
Millions.
beholden to the stockholders for one, so they have their profit margins they have to meet. And when everything else goes up, hey, guess what? Sooner or later, games are going to go up. And also, I do think it's right. I do think this is going to push more people to Game Pass for good or for bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they give us more details on the family plan really soon. Maybe even during the awards show to kind of take some of the heat off of this.
Hey, Paul, I
Go
got a
for the-
suggestion for you
That's
to make some
Good point,
quick
Paul.
money. You make a website, and now that all the games are $70, the next gen games are $70, you should make a website. You write the name of the game and say, is it next gen or not? Say yes, worth the $70, or no, it's not next gen, not worth the $70.
Thank you for interrupting my train of thought for that little piece of shit interrupt.
Fucking
So you like
Paul?
so you like having a train, huh? That's what you're saying.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Paul.
everybody's talking about, well, $10 not that much. Look, I'll be the first one to say, yes, I have Game Pass through the end of 2025 at this point. Literally, I have 3 years of Game Pass stacked up. But still, as the game prices go up, it gets harder for me to buy games that aren't on Game Pass. Because I'm on a very, very limited income. So, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. In my head, and in a lot of people's head, the difference between $60 and $70, that $70 looks so much closer to $100 that you almost can't. You can't. The same way you used to be able to go, it's just $60. Now to say that's just $70, it's harder to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, especially with the tax.
It's a psychological thing, but it's kind of the way we're wired. You know, because all of a sudden you're past that halfway point.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yep. $10 makes a difference between a happy ending and not a happy ending.
Well, that's why. That's why. That's why when they do sales and stuff, it's like $19.95, $19.99 because it looks different than 2000 or whatever, and it works on your head. It's actually it's all salesmanship.
Oh just like the happy ending, it works on your head.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Let me ask you this,
my
Paul.
train of thought, please, for the love of God. Wize Old Gamer.
Do you think
I'm serious? I have these thoughts I want to say, and I can't because
I got medication for that.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. No. He's just trying to be nice.
Do you think Microsoft would have done this if Sony hadn't sort of broken the ice first kind of thing? Do you think they would have held off a bit longer? Or do you think it was coming anyway?
I think it was coming anyway because they are taking losses on the console. But I do think part of it is they do want to drive more people to Game Pass. You know, you're going to have a breaking point at some point where you're either going to go $70 a game or Game Pass again.
Yeah, I agree, Paul. I agree with that, Paul. Yeah,
you know,
right.
And this announcement only affects, you know, a lot of the games we're already buying are already $70 a game for the current gen version.
Yep.
So this only affects their first party self-published, which means most of these, if not all of them, are going to go to Game Pass day one. So that's going to be a driving point.
Except for Call of Duty.
Pay $70 for these games, they're going to be on Game Pass day one. You know?
Yeah. You think controllers are probably going to go up too? Then I would imagine because they kept their controllers at the same price.
Yeah, the controllers are what, $50 or $60 for the
$69. They're $69.
They didn't put the controllers up either, so I suspect there's going to be more than just a game increase.
Right, and they already did do the, you know, you can get the base Elite controller without all the gadgets and stuff for $30 cheaper, and then pay the extra $30 to get everything. So they're leaving you with a choice.
That's Paul. That's for people like myself that have multiple Elite controllers.
Yeah, exactly. I might have to go down to $99.
I have all the add-ons in front of me, dude. And if I could afford the base Elite, the base Elite controller right now, I would pick it up again because I miss having an Elite controller.
Oh, they're nice, right? Yeah.
But this is just the canary in the coal mine, and Phil has said to the effect that everything is going up. You know, they want to see how this takes. This is because for Microsoft paying $70. I mean, I think most people who are on Microsoft's platform have Game Pass to a certain extent, right? That being said, I think that this was like the least intrusive. Because people will say, like what you're saying, oh, okay, they're going up in price $10. Well, I have Game Pass. I don't have to worry about it. So this is the first thing. Then they're going to go up on Game Pass, and then eventually, I think they might even go.
Yeah, I don't think Game Pass is going to go up anytime soon, but I do think they're going to do the family plan, which a lot of people will jump to, which may increase their month-to-month output for Game Pass, but they'll be getting multiple Game Passes for the price of whatever. You know,
so you say soon, Paul. When do you think they're going to go up?
I don't think it's gonna. That Game Pass is going to jump. Hopefully before the end of the fiscal year.
Around start.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
I bet by this same time next year, Game Pass is $19.99.
Well, that's gonna be fiscal year. Fiscal year.
Yeah.
Like I said, like 6 months.
I don't think they want to rise. Yeah, they want to keep that value that they've got going on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right, Paul. Yep.
Until they have a major release, and they can even start hinting at it when Forza shows up.
There is no
that's too soon. That's too soon. Yeah, that's too soon.
No.
They're not going to raise it until
right now. Starfield.
Near the end of next year.
If next year they end up launching Starfield, Redfall, Forza, solidify the APK deal.
Yeah, and then get everybody in there and then raise the price. You know, you got to give them, get them rolling.
Well, they got
keep them in there.
Well, remember they're still running that buck deal. So I mean, you can still
but 3 to 4 major releases
what
next year.
What they need to do too is like I always tell people. Well, I don't pay a penny for Game Pass. I haven't paid a penny for Game Pass since I put in that initial buck. Microsoft reward points, baby. If you're in an area where you can do that, take the time to do it. It pays for itself.
You're right, Paul. Right, Paul. And now they've got where you can do the automatic redeem every month, the auto redeem or whatever, and it costs less. So it's like the equivalent of $11 a month of Microsoft rewards points. So $11, about what it equals out to. So hell, $33 for 3 months. You know, if you if they had those gift cards at $33, we'd all buy them instead of 44.
Yeah, if you especially if you have an Xbox, if you do the weekly streaks on Xbox and the daily streaks on the PC or whatever for the Bing searches, you can easily make 10 to 15,000 points.
Yes, you can.
Listen to Paul. Listen to Paul. He freaking knows. I'm telling you.
Oh, you can know. Yeah. You can get Game Pass for free every month with just a little bit of searching on your phone here or there, and do some stuff on the Xbox, and just it doesn't take much. Yeah,
I mean, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be playing half the games I have because I can't afford it.
Yeah, The Microsoft rewards, they're generous with that. It's a good way to go for sure.
Yep.
Well, like the other side of the coin is, look, and we see this all the time. Like, unless you're one of those FOMO people that got to have a game day and date or day one, it's not always that big a deal either. Because look at the sales, for example, right? How many people went out and bought Gotham Knights like just several weeks ago, paid full price, and here we are, Black Friday, the game was nearly half price, right? And probably by the time after Christmas, the game gets another sale. It's probably 30 or 40 bucks.
I always tell people this time of year, especially before Black Friday, don't buy anything until you see what's going to be on sale. I always tell people that.
I bought Sonic Frontiers, and 13 or 14 days later, it was $29 fucking at fucking Amazon, and so I bought a digital too. And I was like, and I should have. If I'd have bought it on the physical, I could have just, exactly. Yeah, it was wait for the sale. Yeah, wait for the sale. I don't regret that. It was a good game for that, but exactly like Noof was saying, the sales, they're gonna come and they come quick.
I always wait now.
That too. If you don't want to pay the extra 10, just wait and pay.
Albert might be onto something.
He might be.
All the $1 deals where Xbox games are being raised.
No, that's not.
I'm just laughing. That's not it.
Albert G. Hey, that's cool. Albert G.
Do not encourage him. And for those of you engaging him in chat, just don't waste your breath. Okay, I'm just telling you. I've been watching him for a couple of years.
I've been used to Albert G for years in the Xbox chat.
There you go, Nooftorious right there. GoldenEye N64 cost $70 in 1997. Cost him $2 million.
Right? Yeah, wasn't the Mortal Kombat on fucking the N64?
Did anybody here ever own a Neo Geo in the games?
Those cartridges were $125.
They were $199.
Perfect Dark was $90 with the expansion card that you
had. Canadian.
That was $90 in 1990, whatever. So that was closer to probably $120 now for a little cartridge game. Okay,
how many remember that little expansion pack you put in the controller?
Yeah.
How many people remember this game called Mother from Super Nintendo? It came in this Earthbound.
Yes.
And this big old box. It was like what, $80 down here?
Yeah.
And it was expensive. But that same crap just happened to me this weekend too. I just bought Unbound on the PlayStation Store and paid $70 for it from after getting all these reviews from people that I trust. And then now GameStop sent me a flyer that said that they're gonna have Unbound for $45 this weekend.
So. Yeah, I learned a lesson. Yeah, on for the Black Friday season. Fucking hold your horses, just like unless you gots to have it,
Hour trial.
I will say there is one nice thing that Microsoft will do sometimes. If you buy a game at full price and it goes on sale within a few days after you buy it, if you contact them, a lot of times they will give you the sale price. Not all the time.
Cool. That's cool.
But they will work with you sometimes.
Some retailers too will honor if you do it within like a week or so. Sometimes retailers too, they will honor the sale price and they'll just refund it and then sell it to you again for the cheaper price too. So if you don't ask, you don't get, right? I know that has happened before because I bought stuff like that and go, Jesus, like I just bought this 2 weeks ago and now thing's like 30% off. And they're like, oh, that's okay. We'll just give you the difference, right? So
that beats you trying to because what I would do if they wouldn't do that, I just order another one and then send the one you got back for I don't know why all the stores don't do that. They should honor that shit.
But Amazon and Costco are awesome for taking back pretty much anything that you. I bought that a year and a half
Amazon.
Amazon are the kings of the returns. Yes,
you order enough from them.
They don't care. They don't care.
Sometimes they'll just tell you to keep it and throw it away.
Yeah,
I am the
they do.
return king. Yeah,
Yep.
Walmart
Costco
started
don't
doing that
either.
too.
Apparently, I had
Yeah.
some Costco or whatever the hell it was. Some lady they went and ate the fucking turkey for Thanksgiving, and they brought the carcass back and said it was dry. Like what?
It's
the
bone
fuck?
dry.
Yeah,
It's bone
this is a
dry.
lady that bought a Christmas
That
tree.
is what happens in retail, people.
Right?
I can
Hey,
confirm
I-
that.
And the lady bought a Christmas tree, like, you know, a real Christmas tree. So after Christmas, you know what happens after a week or two, all the fucking needles fall off. So they bring it
Yep.
back because the tree was dead. They're like, yeah, the tree died. Like, you know, got their money back. So what the fuck?
Well, and just like with the Super Bowl
Defective.
every year, Super Bowl, if everybody Friday buys that big TV, Monday that big TV goes back.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, but Amazon is my return center because, like, for example, this mic that I'm talking about on right now, I dropped it a couple of months ago and it broke. So I ordered the exact same one from Amazon, put the broken one in the box, and I'm using this.
Hell yeah, Wize Old Gamer! I'm telling you, I do that shit all the time. I'm the return king, baby. My guy at work, man, he laughs. That's why he calls me as a return
So
king.
that's-
I always returning shit.
That's
Exactly.
why-
Remind me,
You don't need a
dicks.
fucking warranty on shit as long
That's what
as
I'm
they
saying. They
still
say-
make it. As long as they still make it, if yours breaks, just order it and send
Yeah,
it
no,
back.
that's the funny thing. Whenever they ask me, do you want a warranty? I'm like, no, I got Amazon.
Fuck
I'm
no.
good.
The fuck I need that for? As long as they still make it. Because if they don't make it anymore, you're not going to replace it with the motherfucker anyway. So yeah,
Exactly.
I don't need your warranty. I'll just send it back. Yes. Oh, I send all kinds of shit.
When I
back.
used to work at
But-
Staples, like stuff never made sense, right? You buy like a $300 laptop, and they're trying to sell you like a $150 warranty, and I'm like,
Right.
I mean, like, do you know? And I used to kind of hint at this to my manager. I'm like, do you know we could sell a warranty with nearly every computer I sold if the warranty was like $25 or $30, right? Yeah, okay. And so yeah, but we're gonna try to sell one warranty for probably every 10 computers because that's literally like probably your ratio, like success ratio at $150 or whatever. And you're like people aren't gonna spend like 30% of the cost of the laptop for a fucking warranty. Like, you know what I mean? But I could sell $20, you'd be making money hand over fist. And the amount of people that literally bring shit back for a warranty is like a very small percentage. So it's like, I don't know why like some of these corporate people are just so fucking dumb.
Right.
Well, this is a
So
true
real
story.
quick, you talked about bringing the turkey back. I worked at a restaurant, and you'd be amazed how many times people will eat like 90% of the meal.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
overcooked. I want my money back.
This shit suck,
You ate
man.
it. You ate it. No, you're not getting your money back.
Tell the hooker you spend 20 minutes or you're like, yeah, your fucking pussy smells like cheese. I need a refund.
Well, on a note of that, I bought a box. All bullshit aside, this is a true story. I just wanted to see if they would ever do this. I bought a box of condoms from Amazon, and I called them. I talked to this guy who is from my home country, right? So I started talking to him in my own language. I said, "Hey, the condom doesn't work. My wife is pregnant. They told me to keep the condoms. They gave me a refund. So thank you."
Wow.
That's lovely.
These condoms didn't work. My wife's pregnant. maybe you used the wrong, sir. Did you put
That's
mine
fucking
inside
awesome.
out?
Holy
asked
shit.
if you
And they told me
they
to
asked
keep
you
it.
proof you send back a picture of the ultrasound. Yeah,
Stop
there you
shoving
go.
them up your ass and they'll work better.
No need to send back. No
Did
need
you
to
put it on
return.
inside
Yeah.
out, sir. We're just curious.
Well, sir, put it back in the original shipping package. And
Ooh,
mail it back.
ooh, ooh.
Splendiferous says, "Damn, what the fuck going on here?"
Stepped into some shit, didn't you?
Yeah, no, and I told him
Watch
in, that,
out.
in my voice, like, the condom did not work, man. It broke, man. My wife, she pregnant now. She yelling at me. What can I do? And he's like, I am so sorry, sir. You keep condom. We give.
Here's your
refunds.
money back.
We keep
You
every-
fucking dick. Get any deal I can, you know.
We told you the Magnum ones were not for you. You're supposed to use the
Yeah.
There's a little too much
size.
room in there for you, sir. Just warning
You're
you.
7 sizes too big, sir.
But it must have been like blowing up a balloon inside of her, so I'm glad you had fun.
Just get the air in there. It's okay.
It wasn't air, buddy.
It's fine.
Sorry, these condoms don't work anymore. I've upgraded to helium balloons. My dick is going to rise at least. Oh, shit.
Yeah, but how come it says happy birthday? I think that's just
Best condom ever.
Oh man. Okay.
There's always a catch.
Happy
$70 game to
birthday.
pay, guys. I don't have much more to add on it. Like, you kind of know how I feel. Like, it sucks, but look, I've paid a shit ton of money for every game. Every game console I've ever owned had expensive fucking games. This is nothing new. I paid just as much for Genesis and Super Nintendo and N64. I'm actually paying less per game today. You know, when you look at it by today's standards and rates, I'm not justifying shit. I agree with Paul. It sucks, and it's going to suck a bit more for different people. Depends on where you're coming from. Depends on your frame of mind. Again, if I overall for Xbox, it's starting to make sense because they want to entice more people to get into Game Pass, and the one way you're going to do that is keep making Game Pass look like the best value. And there's no better way to make it look like the best value than, of course, raising the cost of the games on digital stores and, of course, in retail outlets. Sucks for me. I'm gonna suck it up. But look, I've been paying the extra 10 for the PlayStation shit, so I can't, I can't call one out and not call the other. They both suck, but I'm still willing to buy it. So unless I say, well, I'm not buying it, but then you would need an awful lot of people to not buy something before they go, oh fuck, I think we overpriced the market. That's not how it works. I mean, we're all paying way too much for fucking McDonald's, but we all still keep going there and eating that goddamn shit, Like like fucking now, like here in Canada at least, like Big Mac combos cost you over $10 for that fucking
and your ass.
Fast food's fucking stupid, and they just fucking doing that just to do it. Yeah,
used to feed a family for like $25 at McDonald's. Now you're lucky if one person can eat for $25.
Do you remember when a McDouble was $1?
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
I do.
Before the pandemic, they were $1.
You remember when I could go get a can of soda for 32 cents? Okay, you guys.
even like the breakfast food and fast food. The breakfast food that's outrageous. They're fucking stupid with that.
That is the Arizona iced tea, motherfuckers.
A monster burger at Hardee's though, man. They proud of that one. That's like the
it's like it's par for the courses in every business. It sucks. Like I said, I think we're going to see everything go up. It's going to be controllers. You're going to see consoles go up.
Piss and moan like an impotent jerk, and then bend over and take it up the tailpipe.
Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Take it up the tailpipe. Remember that. Well, hey,
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
About this here on this whole thing, and this is the question. Let's do a little bit of tinfoil hatting. How long back do you think have they went up on these prices? Because there is a rumor or a theory out there that the Game Awards coming up on Thursday, and there's going to be like next year they got 3 big games up in there, up ready to release. So maybe they're going to announce something on the Game Awards so that you can start pre-ordering it, and they want to go ahead and be ahead of the curve and announce this price increase before they release the pre-orders for those games. What do y'all think about that?
Makes total sense.
Yeah. I can't argue that.
Well, like I said, next year is going to be a record year. At least we think so. A lot of us fully believe that Microsoft will have a banner year in terms of their game output. I mean, because a lot of the games are carryovers, so we expect there should be at least several big releases. And I guess there's no better time to strike while the iron's hot when you're going to have some of the most anticipated games on the market probably in 2023. We still don't really know what Sony's outlook looks like for next year, but we're starting to get a pretty good idea where Microsoft sits for the time being. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. That's a great point, though.
Yep.
We're at the halfway point, and we're not going to beat this topic to death, but we are going to bring in Ask Arnold. We'll do this one real quick, and then we have another special visitor following that up. So don't go away. Get your questions ready. So anyway, guys, Ask Arnold is in the building. He's ready to go. So anybody on the panel or in the chat, if you've got a question for the man, he is ready to answer. We'll only do a couple of questions tonight, though. So make them important and get them in while you can.
Wize Old Gamer doesn't need to ask questions.
Darth Praxis will be our moderator on this, so he'll give us the cutoff line here.
So he's kicked that Wize Old Gamer. He's already disqualified.
He said, "That's it. Enough of that shit."
Any questions for Ask Arnold? He's in the building. Come on, guys. I didn't show up here for nothing. Get the questions ready. There's got to be something you want to ask me here.
Okay. I don't want to wait. I don't want to waste one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What is Arnold? What is the worst Christmas present you ever got?
The worst Christmas present I ever got was not getting laid by the wife in the nighttime. That's what it is. I mean, we made it an annual Christmas tradition, and at some point in time, she just put her pants on and she got up and walked out of the room. I was like, "Come on, you don't you want your Christmas cookies? Come on, I've got something big in the stocking for you. Let's do it. Get in the bedroom, take off your clothes. I'm going to show you how big Santa's candy cane really is. Come on, let's do it." But no, that one year she just took off. She ran out of the house. She was not having any of it. I think she might have went out and made love to the donkey. I'm not sure.
Just Darby. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Just Darby asks, Arnold, what do you think of this increase?
Honestly, I'm not really upset or disappointed. I don't even play much games anymore. I'd be more disappointed if Viagra went up $10 because I could always use a bit more of that. Isn't that crazy? Viagra going up? See what I did there? Crazy stuff. No, absolutely. Viagra is the only place that you can work where your employees get the constant raise. I'd love to be in the R&D department.
Isn't that beautiful? Let's see. Arnold, what can you get for $10 in your home country?
You'd probably get a shitty cup of coffee and a smack upside of the head is what you'd probably get there. Not much else, really. I mean, you got to remember I come from Austria, you know, and you say it in the proper way. It almost sounds like Astria. You know what I mean? They put some ass in there. I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of that fucking place. I could want to come to America, the land of opportunity. And look what I've got now. I've had to come to America, and I was given everything. I even got into politics, and I'm surrounded in California, where you've got Silicon Valley next door, and you've got more women with more plastic than you can shake a stick at. It's like a Tupperware factory with tits.
But somehow you ended up with a crick peeper anyway. Damn it. I don't know what happened to you. I used to look up to you, man.
Well, you know, everybody once in a while, you get the bad taste of judgment. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, hindsight just kind of goes a little bit wrong in you there.
I would think so. Mm.
You know, like I said, sometimes, you know what? As long as the water is warm side of the border, that's all that matters.
Well, there's that. Bushido asks, hey, Arnold, can you go back to the past? Where would you do the guy that started $70 games? What would you do?
Christ almighty, I'd have to go all the way back and smack the guy who made Neo Geo games, the cost of an arcade cabinet. What the fuck was up with that? They were bigger than VHS tapes and no one could buy them. You know, if the kid had a Neo Geo back in those days, that was a real bragging right. I mean, I couldn't even afford the Neo Geo, and I was making movies. You know, what the hell were you doing? Were you fucking your mom? Was she giving you a allowance? I didn't want to know, because there's no way no 13-year-old kid is into buying Neo Geo games, so he must be twiddling his mother's twat.
It's either that or it was pedophiles that were buying it, enticing kids to come over to their houses and play the game.
I always watch the guy in the ice cream truck. I swear it. Never ask for the 2 scoops.
Man, if I'd have known this, I'd have had a Neo Geo back in the day.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Hey, Mom, can I twiddle your twat for some money on a video game?
Thank you, Arnold.
Hey,
Some Samurai Showdown.
Some Samurai Showdown.
You know, a Catholic priest bought me my Neo Geo, and that's kind of funny because I'm
Metal
Hindu.
Slug.
Metal Slug. That's what they called the Terminator when my sex life went downhill.
That was the Terminator on Viagra. Metal Slug.
I thought that's what that.
That would have been the new game called Steel Rising.
Yeah,
I thought that's what's left. I thought that's what was left in your condom after you used it. You know, Metal Slug. So.
All right, guys. Well, that's enough for Ask Arnold. Amazing questions, amazing chat. Eternal Should I in the house. We got Ham Solo in the building. By the way, big shout out and thanks to Ham Solo, who had me on his show the other night. It was a great chance for you to get a behind the scenes look. If you're not sort of familiar with me and my gaming history, it was a great behind them sticks, it's called. Check it out on Ham Solo's channel. And guys, if you do, give the man a like, a follow on his channel. He's closing in. I think just about 500 here. That's one of his goals for the year. He's a great guy, And we had a lot of fun, even though his mouth was fucking seized up from his dentist appointment or whatever. And I hope that went well for you, Ham. Good to see you here, brother. Bushido's in the house tonight. We got him. Cyber Gunter here as well. So like I said, Eternal Shaddai, Toolman 55, Tellus Ray, Sir X-Men hanging out with us, Dizzy Delta, Jesse Derby, Albert G in the building. The list goes on. Splendiferous here hanging out with us. Good to see you, Splend. Hell, Noof, I don't want to see you behind your cock ass. All right, speaking of cock asses, the cock ass one himself is here. It's Mr. Krusty Claus.
Oh my God, he's moving! Holy shit!
Can we ask a question? Can I ask a question?
No, shut up.
Wow, Krusty Claus.
Get off my lawn!
Shut up and sit on my lap.
Respect my authority.
I want to address what Arnold said. Arnold, the day that your wife didn't want your Christmas cookie, that's because she came to get mine. All right.
Ow!
Good, sweet Christmas cookie that year.
She
got it.
I thought you don't have cookies. You just got crumbs.
Why are you talking? Why the hell are you talking?
Is it
Somebody
maybe
answer
the
the
crabs that
goddamn
you had the
thing.
cookies out there were moldy.
Well, at least
That wasn't green icing on the top, Santa. I hope you choke on them. All right, go ahead, Santa. Go ahead, Mr. Krusty Claus. Anybody got any Christmas wishes?
Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to tell me what they want?
I do.
Okay. Keep it decent, or I swear to God, you're not getting anything. And not only are you not getting anything, I'm going to take parts from you. Okay.
I just want to know about.
We're gonna play that game called "Does This Smell Like Chloroform?" You know.
Okay, Krusty Claus. When you go visit your cousin this year for Christmas, are you coming into the back door? Or are you coming in on the front?
What cousin? I got no cousins. I got a wife and I got a bunch of elves. By the way, all the elves are guys. It's like a fucking Vienna sausage fest down here.
Are you going to visit your wife through the back? Are you going to come and see your wife through the back door or through the front?
No, she's been stepping out on me. I'm just saying. She's got this thing going with Yukon Jack. We gotta have a talk.
Yeah. So it's safe to say you work with a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Tiny dicks. Yeah.
Very small dicks, yeah.
Oh, the elf.
And he would know.
Krusty Claus, can you please tell us why
fact that you
Rudolph's
had to
nose
think
is
about
actually
that,
red?
Yeah, it's gonna, yeah.
No, Crispy, he doesn't run a charter
I did
school.
that
Shut the
for-
fuck up.
I did that for others. But
Oh,
okay.
I did that for others. What a
Krusty
nice
Claus,
guy.
can you actually tell us why Rudolph's nose is really red?
Okay, that's a misnomer. If you've ever seen a reindeer, the noses don't glow. But you know, we had to make him feel special because everybody's picking on him. We actually took a reverse light off of a DeSoto and strapped it to his head. You know, so yeah, it was weird. You know, you don't want to know where we had to stick the battery that year.
I was under the understanding that you stole a reindeer from Chernobyl.
Yeah. No. Those reindeers were weird. They had 2 heads, 6 feet. Yeah, very hard to control.
Sounds a lot like my wife.
But they were helpful. They all glowed in the dark. That was good for him. You know?
Krusty Claus, why don't you go to India? Why don't you visit any of the Hindus? What's wrong with you?
There are a billion of you motherfuckers, and I got one night to do shit.
Krusty Claus, is it true to legend that you only come once a year?
No, actually, it's not true. Okay, I do come once a year, but did you know that one night lasts for 24 hours? Around the globe?
He's just
So
saying to
when
get
I go that
game.
one time, I go for a long time, baby.
So what you're saying is there's some big balls,
That's
riding
right,
up on
that's
that.
right.
And then a
It's
little
sweet.
hibernation.
You mentioned
Let's have a
hibernation,
big
too.
sack, they say.
That's right. You made. There's a song based on it. It's called "The 12 Ladies of Christmas." You might have heard about it. Yeah. Well, you know.
That ain't tapioca pudding there, buddy.
What
right.
which
What do you
one
want to
is
say?
your
He comes down the chimney.
which one is your favorite reindeer?
Change that for me, damn it.
Your favorite reindeer.
Favorite reindeer. Let's see. Gotta be Dancer. Hell of a 2-step. You know, it's just step left, step right. You know, she kind of moves just right. Oh, that's not what you want to know. Oh,
Okay. So we know that the elves, that you use the little dwarves and elves to make toys for Christmas. For the rest of the year, what do you do with
No,
those?
no,
little
no
toys?
dwarves. Dwarves are nasty. Dwarves are
Yeah, that's a whole different. That's a whole different.
cave dwelling little assholes. No, they always smell like like yak sweat. No dwarves.
So what do you do with the little elves for the rest of the year after they're done
Hey,
building?
you
their
know what?
toys?
It used to be we could do Christmas. You know, when we started this, almost like 2,000 years ago, it was just a little community. Now I gotta fucking do the whole planet except for India because anyway,
It's
Building
like
off
the
of
dark
that.
zone. I get
they
it.
got 29
Billion
of
of
their
us
own
bastards.
gods. They can do their own thing, whatever. But so many, so we're busy all year long now. We don't get any real downtime. The elves are trying to unionize. It's a pain in the ass.
Right. And do they still make the toys, or are those things like licensed out? Like what's going on with those guys?
Well, it depends. We make the basic wooden toy. By the way, the whole COVID and the whole trying to get supplies up to the North Pole, bullshit, okay? Because we don't grow a lot of trees up here. We don't grow a lot of trees up here. All that trucker strike shit in Canada really fucked me over last year. Okay, I'm just saying. Really pissed off. By the way, the $70 game thing doesn't affect me. Little Christmas magic. I swipe the games out of the stores. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't pay for that shit.
Well, it was because last time you get involved, your game sold like shit too. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is that. Yeah. Anyway, did I see a question pop up on the screen? I thought I saw something.
I don't think so.
We had a comment. This one came in from
Albert G. It was Albert G. had a question here or something. Like that.
It wasn't much of a question.
Krusty Claus is the reason why Xbox gamers aren't getting any new games this year because they're all on the naughty list.
Because we're all getting them next year.
Come back, baby.
Any questions from the chat for Mr. Krusty Claus before he goes? We know his time is valuable as he's getting presents ready for all the
it's
little
getting
boys.
close to Christmas.
But
I got shit to do.
Krusty
Gotta
Claus,
get the
I
snack
gotta
ready.
know, because you're always hanging out with so many little elves, and of course a lot of them are male, and then of course you visit.
No, not a lot of them. I'm telling you right now.
Have you ever been accused of being a pedophile? Just kidding.
Well, okay, so we don't go to India because it's really crowded, and there is one little.
Well, he is
Yeah,
Catholic after all, so it's okay.
We have a couple of restraining orders. We're not allowed near the Vatican. I don't know what that's all about. but,
Krusty, you're Catholic, aren't you?
I was at one point, yes. Once I married the missus, that was right out the door. Okay, I'm just.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, that was kind of a cover. I'm just saying, it all started with I was giving toys to kids and I was protecting prostitutes. That's how the whole thing started.
Damn.
Well,
Noof
pretty
asked
much
the tough questions right there.
You pretty much only really work one full day, night a year. So does that mean you and the Mrs. Claus have a pretty kinky sex life?
Dude, it takes a lot of time to get this shit set up for you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Oh my god! What do you mean, you people?
There are 8 fucking plus billion of you, and you always want shit. So, man, as soon as I'm home from this trip, I got to get ready for next year. Y'all start sending me cards and all that. Now it's emails, man. My every day, send me money, send me money. The Trump team is always asking for money. I don't want to be a fucking Trump club member. I'm just saying,
Come on, now you just get all your toys from Costco.
No, not Costco. No, we go straight to the source. All those little 6-year-olds in China. Yeah, we just take it from them.
Split
Hey,
difference.
Krusty, I know the elves make the toys, but who makes the little brothers and sisters that the kids ask for?
Splendiferous.
Actually, again, I was going to say this year, with the wife, having trouble with the wife. If you want a little brother or sister, let your kids know. Let Santa know and mail me. Tell you I want a little brother for Christmas. And I'll talk to your mother. We'll get something set up. Come next September. Or October. If a kid is born and his name is Chris with a K or her name, then that's from me. Okay, I'm just saying.
Mississippi wants to spread the love.
Splendiferous got a
With a
question
K?
for you. I put it up on the screen. Go ahead there, Darth. You can read it.
Oh, hey, Krusty Claus, how many fingers can fit on your Vienna?
On my Vienna, a lot of
yours.
fingers. I'm like, they measure the horses in hands. I'm like 2 or 3 hands, baby. It just
Or
slap,
a rain-
all the way
2 or 3
along.
hands.
a reindeer hoof.
But they're all
Reindeer
very
hoof.
small hands, right? Dainty.
No. We're not talking elf hands. Elf hands are like
okay. I was
20.
confused.
No, they're
Elf hands
reindeer
are-
hoofs.
Reindeer hoofs.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it went to a whole other place.
Up on the housetop, click, click, click.
We got to know, Krusty Claus. I mean, obviously, we heard you have a very good friend with Cerebral Paul, so we want to know what are you planning to give Cerebral Paul for Christmas? Are you going to get him some like new shiny rims for his wheelchair, or what?
He hadn't deserved any shit for years. That boy has been damn.
Knew it.
I'm telling you, every year I think, well, maybe this year I'll get him something nice, try to get him like even a job, do something, but no. So yeah, he probably ain't gonna get dick. He never gets anything. It's all right though.
Oh, he'd probably be happy if he got some dick done.
Yeah, there you go. Get him that. Get him that.
Action is action.
Heave it out.
With a
There you go.
bow. With
Yeah,
a
that's
stocking.
that-
That's that
That
new
would be a
flight
nice-
simulator stick. He's
It's a
always
stocking
wanted.
stuffer.
Puts a new ring on that, doesn't it?
All right,
It depends on the size. It may not be stuffing much of the stocking.
I got one more question for you. It's a two-parter. So what are you going to give for Xbox fans for Christmas, and what are you going to give for the PlayStation fans for Christmas?
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Let's see, for Xbox fans, what would be good? We're gonna get I'm gonna make sure we get a definitive release date on Starfield by Christmas. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull a little Christmas Carol on old Phil over there, and show him Christmas past, Christmas present, and what the hell's gonna happen in Christmas future if I don't find out when that game is gonna drop.
Oh, come on, you faithful.
And then for PlayStation, what they really should get over there at PlayStation is rid of Ryan. I'm just saying, get that's
That would be a
Are
gift
you
for
putting
them.
out a hit on
Oh,
Jim
my
Ryan?
God.
Is that what you're
That would
saying?
be a gift.
I'm just saying, he
That
needs a
would be a gift
vacation.
for them.
He needs a
Yep.
vacation to the island of broken toys. I'm just
How nice! Oh.
Forever.
Oh, this is
We've learned there's an island of broken toys. Okay.
good. That's good.
you
Man,
kidding.
that
I
was
got a lot of that stuff up here from watching that crap. I mean, yeah. By the way, just so you all know, I am the real Santa Claus. Okay, all this shit, like you see, that somebody else puts on the jacket and they become Santa Claus. No shit. 1740 years old, right here, baby. I know it's one of me for all of you. So fuck you all.
He is
Knock it off.
the OG.
Hey,
Right.
Krusty Claus, I gotta ask, what was the finest ass to ever sit on that lap?
Ooh.
That's a great question. You've had a lot of ass in your lap, apparently.
Yeah. You got more
I have-
than toilet seat on
But
that
I
lap.
have
than
to be
you got.
careful because
Pretty much.
Smell the
Yeah,
leg
I-
of your pants.
because they stop sitting on your lap when they're like older, and so I got to be careful. What I say here. I could end up getting in trouble.
Mom, why does Santa always smell like dirty diapers?
That's because you sat on my ass and wet yourself. So
Daddy, why is Santa an asshole? No, he just smells like one, honey.
Sandy's an asshole because he's been here for 6 hours having kids jump on his lap.
And he's got the Yule log.
That's right.
Mm.
That's what Wize Old Gamer's getting for Christmas, a Yule log.
All right. Any last ones? His time is precious. We can't keep him all night, but it's been an
No,
honor
no,
to
no.
have him here.
Because this shit is hot. I'm telling you right now, okay? Santa's vacationing, and Santa wants to get out here anyway because I got to get back to the North Pole.
Well,
I'm not
loosen your
talking-
belt and put on some better underwear, Santa.
By the way, the North Pole is not where I'm at. No, this is the workshop. The North Pole is a strip club in Schenectady, New York. It's very nice. But that's where I've been spending a lot of my time while they elves get ready for Christmas. You think I do all this shit?
Sponsored by
That's right.
Viagra.
Hey, the little woman's been stepping out on me, so I'm going to step out on her. That's all that's got to be.
All right.
By the way, here's a clue for you.
Eye for an eye.
Eve. I don't want any fucking soy milk. I don't want any fucking oat milk. I don't want any almond milk. I want the real stuff. I want it all. And I want real cookies too.
Oh, so you want titty
None
milk
of
is
the-
what
no.
you want.
No, none of this None of this cardboard cookie shit. I want the real thing. Butter, sugar, the whole
Could you
bit,
imagine
right?
some fucking lactating pregnant lady sitting there ready to give him some?
Yeah, and some and a
Well,
cookie.
I was
And her
just
cookie.
gonna say
Yeah,
I'm fucking lactating. If he
no,
wants
the
milk,
pictures
all
I
I
have.
gotta do is squeeze it.
milky
Wow.
titties and her cookie. Some fuzzy cookie.
I mean,
Why?
if he
Why?
really wants a little bit of here, I can give him some. If he
I
would
really
like,
don't need to
know.
see that. Yeah.
I can milk it. I think they're both kind of full. So if you're ready for it,
Well, there's your first song.
Just see him
Claus.
rolling up.
Mm.
Here we go. Wog's getting ready to roll out the moves again.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-uh.
Santa
At
least
Claus
they're
is now
functional.
repulsed and he's leaving.
Krampus is gonna come visit you, yellow asshole.
All right, thanks for your time, Mr. Krusty Claus. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks again.
Maybe
Hopefully
maybe
we'll
I'll
have you
come
back
by the
again.
next couple of weeks before Christmas as well. You know,
That would be
depends on what I
awesome.
got
Yeah,
going.
last minute requests, absolutely.
Yeah, so make sure. Yeah, you
Yes,
gotta
nothing
wait.
better
Figure out
to
what you
do.
want. You know, tell Santa if you've been good or bad, and let me know what you want for Christmas, and I'll tell you to fuck off. I'm
Okay.
just saying. You know, it's the way it is. Because most of your gifts have already been gotten, bought, and built. I'm just, so that's just the way it's gonna be. Thank you for having me. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go spank an elf. I mean, oh, did I say that out loud?
Is that like a
what
code
you call
word?
your penis?
So I was gonna say the front side or the back side. What are you talking
Yeah, that's
about?
right. Well,
No, I don't.
Frosty the Snowman,
sure-
we gotta go do something with that carrot. So
Oh shit! Yeah, you got to repurpose that shit, right?
that's right. Yeah.
What is
Oh, he's
Frosty have a
still pissed at me
cornhole?
because
Oh.
last time I put his magic hat on him, first I peed in the snow, so he's a yellow snowman right now.
if you need some condoms, I heard that Amazon got a sale on them.
Yeah, I've heard
Oh,
they got
shit.
more used ones over there too. Yeah.
I thought we were returning that shit earlier.
Did you guys see this? Did you see this coming from Phil Spencer 10 minutes ago? Microsoft has entered into a 10-year commitment to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo following the merger of Microsoft and Activision.
Are you
Blizzard
fucking
Games.
kidding?
Ooh.
It's on- Phil Spencer. It's on there like 10 minutes ago.
Still
Merry
bullshit.
fucking
bullshit.
Christmas.
Yeah, thank you, Krusty Claus. I appreciate that. You brought
Yeah.
you brought Call of Duty to Nintendo.
Well, did he sit there and handed it over to Sony, and then they were like, "Fuck that, that's not good enough." Nintendo, you want it? Sure, yeah, we'll take it.
Well, it's kind of funny because his analysis follows up. It says, I am pleased to confirm that Microsoft is committed to continue to offer Call of Duty on Steam simultaneously to Xbox after we've closed the merger with Activision Blizzard King. So it sounds like they're pretty confident.
Oh yeah, they got that shit, man. Yeah.
There's
I
no
think they
fucking
do.
way they're not getting it. I'm sorry to say. There's just no fucking
All Sony's doing with all that to carry it on is just so they don't.
So
buy
Nintendo
more
is
shit
going to get an old
after
version of Call of Duty 2 to run on the Switch at about 10 frames a second.
Oh God,
They gobbling that up, and then after this
fucking.
They're gonna-
delay
they're gonna
ends, they're gonna buy
Are
more.
they
Or-
gonna stream it? I mean,
they're
Jesus.
gonna report Call of Duty Mobile into something else.
Mhm.
I've seen many people play that, and they say it's really good because like they play on mobile, and I'm just
Well, it's like-
what?
It's like playing the It's like playing the 360 version of the game. Actually, it's pretty close to that. It's actually quicker than that.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's say they get it to
that's
run
what
on
I'm like.
most of the
I
cell
don't
phones.
get it,
Oh
but
yeah.
people like it, and on the Switch, I mean, look at what they have on there graphic.
Right, exactly, yeah. Yep.
You know, like the Outer World's probably one of the best looking games on there with Ori. Okay, like from what I've heard, like as far as looks, those two
Yeah,
games are like up there, and like Outer Worlds like ran at like 10 frames at one point when they released it.
Yeah.
I think it's close to 30. I don't think it runs quite at 30, but
Yeah.
I think it's close to 30 now because they patched it like multiple times. And I heard that they want to bring Grounded over there too.
Yeah, they should do that. That'd be a good.
Sounds
Well,
like
we
Call of
can
Duty is
do-
about to become the game slut of the industry.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
everywhere.
why not? May as well do it.
It's not for PlayStation.
Been waiting a long time for that.
That would be fun if you put it on every platform but PlayStation just for spite. That would be funny.
Could you
Yeah,
fucking imagine? Wow.
That deal's fucking. All that is just delay work, man. That shit's going.
Dude. The only thing is if that is not a stipulation, and the way PlayStation's acted about this,
Yeah.
Microsoft might play them dirty, and this
Oh,
right
I
here
would.
makes
Yeah, I
me
would,
think
Yep.
that they're trying to play that real.
Oh
dirty.
yeah.
Be like,
Oh yeah. They're
hey,
gonna.
we're gonna give a 10-year
They'll
agreement.
come up with
whoever
some
wants
bullshit.
it.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
only reason they may not though is because they actually want at least for the initially,
The
still
revenue
want
makes
Call of
sense.
Duty
It does.
on.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, well,
that
of course.
It
console.
Yeah.
looks like we had a question
Microtransaction.
apparently that perhaps we missed, so you decided to put in a super chat, and it comes in versus Splendiferous, who drops $2. Go ahead, Praxis.
Oh my God! I gotta read again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
What's your thoughts,
man,
though?
I asked Santa if his pants were wet. What the hell?
You're gonna make me come back and answer this shit. Look, people, I got crap to do. I was halfway out the door. What the hell? No, my pants are not wet. Okay. Yeah,
Not
especially
even for
thinking
the little
about
kids
you,
shitting
my
and
pants
pissing in
are
it. Come on,
not
man.
wet.
Be honest.
He comes once a year, man.
There you go. He came
It's
back
a
on the
proven fact.
screen
It's a
just to
proven
answer
fact.
your question. You must be special, Splendiferous.
I
Comes a
yeah,
lot,
because
though, once a year.
this suit is hot. Don't make me come back again. None of y'all getting shit. The reindeer dropping in your
He was
stocking.
about to take it
okay?
off.
Damn, that's an
Might
improvement
have
from
had
last
to
year.
just
Okay.
roast
All
it.
right. I'll
So
take
we're
it.
just happy there's no naked elves walking behind you in the background. That's always,
Did somebody say naked elf? No, I'm just kidding.
You missed it. That happened one time.
Yeah,
Happy
isolate an incident right there. That's it.
One time, man, the fucking podcast, fucking Paul's room, his fucking Walkman. Well, he had underwear on, but he's just like strolling past, like all nonchalant. And he's like, "Yeah, there's a naked dude." It was fucking funny, man, at the time. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. This
Hey,
shit.
Albert, what you don't seem to get is those $70 game that'll end up multi-plat will still make them money. Okay.
Hmm.
That's the point. See, you'll be paying $70 for it. I'll be playing it on Game Pass. See,
There you
And see,
go.
that's the thing that
Imagine
doesn't
paying
understand.
$70 billion for games up. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. Cool.
Imagine paying $70 for a game I could probably play for less than $16 a month.
Yeah.
And see, that's what people don't realize. Okay, yeah, they can make Microsoft once they have Call of Duty, they can make Call of Duty $70 on PlayStation, $70 on Nintendo.
Yeah.
But if
Once-
they put it in Game Pass for their own platform,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge.
They paying that
selling
$70
point.
billion just for hell for that King
wait,
King
I
alone.
saw that.
will fucking
Albert,
make
even though
that back.
even
I
though you
mean,
erased that out, I
King.
saw it. You said your girlfriend plays for your games. I saw
Company
that.
games.
Even though
King
you did
alone
you
makes the 70
retracted it, I
back.
saw it.
Yeah, it's-
Another super chat followed up by Splendiferous. Praxis.
Well, he must have changed his diaper before the show, right? Dirty bastard. Jesus.
Did you
Fantastic.
just speak for Paul as well? That's interesting.
I don't know if I could speak
son
that
of a
goddamn fast or angry,
Let's,
upset all the time.
Let's get
You
into
can't
another
do
topic
that.
here. Let's talk quickly about the Game
No.
Awards. Now, we've probably been talking
yeah.
to death for the past week or so, the Game of the Year, blah, blah, blah. First of all, let's just one more time. We'll go around the entire panel and with our guests. What game are you picking for your Game of the Year? Your personal, what do you think is going to win? And also, like, what's up with Keeley basically coming out and saying that the Game Awards are going to be definitely cut back this year? So we don't know the specifics of what that means. Obviously, the show is going to be shorter. So does that mean on purpose? Does it mean because advertisers are pulling out this year? Like, what do you guys make of that? But let's first start with the Game of the Year talk. Start with Praxis, and we'll go up through the list here. Praxis, again, what was your Game of the Year pick, and what do you think it's going to be?
I think actually, so the Game of Year pick, out of all of them, I kind of like A Plague's Tale, but I don't think it has a chance. I think
Right.
Elden Ring is probably going to be the one that takes it, but it's going to be tight between Elden Ring and Ragnarok. But I think Elden Ring will probably end up taking it.
Okay, but your pick would be
I think
Plague's
Plague's
Tale.
Tale. Yeah, the sequel. I like that one.
Gotcha. Before we get to Crispy, let's go over to Sir X-Man, who drops $2 in the super chat. Praxis.
Bill said, "This is how you share games on consoles."
There you go. All right, Crispy Bomb. Which game do you think is going to win the Game of the Year award, and which one would you personally pick?
Personal pick would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's
Oh,
Revenge.
yep.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
I had way too much fun with a ton of people in that game. Yeah, not your graphical fidelity for you graphical fidelity people. I value gameplay and playing with a bunch of other people that are awesome to play with. So other than that, I think Elden Ring's gonna win. From software, track record, you know, if Starfield came out this year, maybe because it's Bethesda, would have thrown them. But I don't know. There's too much. There's not enough people that, you know, I respect that are like truly on, you know, just playing PlayStation constantly that have not like really went crazy over God of War. So
Yep.
and I've seen way too many people that are not Souls fans that absolutely love Elden Ring. Including people that never even played a Souls game, but understood as, you know, many people, if you're in the gaming sphere, like this is what you're getting into. And I mean, they love it, and they're coming out with a DLC soon. I think that's on point. You're probably going to see that. You're probably going to see a huge trailer for that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's, you know, who knows? It could be at the end when they win. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Because, you know, if he's going to downsize everything, there's going to be, hopefully, for my sake, there's going to be a lot of trailers and some very, you know, awesome world premieres or world premiere.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those things where like, Xbox exclusive.
World premiere.
You guys need a little duel battle there.
We can go all day, by the way.
Yeah.
I will give it to you, sir. I am giving it to you right now. Don't you feel me?
Really fucking hard.
You guys, just have a little Drago's corner in your voices, you know, like it.
It's the movie trailer, guys. Going mano a mano.
That ass. One man. One mission.
but you know, that's the thing.
Slung.
A lot of us know that, you know, some of this shit, it's like, dude, that shit don't make sense with how it's voted, the timing, all this shit. You're just like, couldn't Halo Infinite be in some of these categories? Because you basically were like, oh, people's, you know, choice. You know what I mean?
Crispy Ball, my favorite is how Forza Horizon 5 came out before, you know, a date of Ragnarok, right? Last year, but it was counted off the eligible for the Game of the Year list. But yet it was eligible for the race list because
like
they knew it was going to kick Gran Turismo 7's ass.
We don't even have to do
that. What the fuck's up with that shit?
We don't even have to be Xbox exclusive. You can go and talk about Jedi Fallen Order when it came out.
Right, that was bullshit too.
Absolutely,
on that too. Yep.
That was the snub. I don't
Guardians
care
of the Galaxy.
There's another one too, dude. Like that's the point. Like I'm not there for the award. I am there for whatever new games are going to come out. And that's the one thing, man. Like that is what I'm there for. And you know, I hope you're hearing rumors the otherwise. Oh, Xbox ain't gonna have nothing. Usually that means they're gonna have something. It's probably gonna be one game and everything else that's coming out with like extended trailers or something, or talking about Family Plan or something like that. Like they're gonna do something. It's at the Microsoft Theater, for the love of God. I hope they do something. I'm just saying, but yeah, I mean, it's just simply Elden Ring. I think has it in the end, no matter what.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that was a pretty left field one. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge. Doggy Dog, how about yourself, man? Which one would you pick, and which one do you think is going to win?
I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. That was a great pick. Man. I got some other ones. I won't waste chat. But man, my favorite one I played this year was just here recently was the Sonic Frontiers.
Nice.
Absolutely love that game. I had 44 hours in it. Got the 1000G. Absolutely love that game. Sega. I know there was some flaws up in this game, but you've got a nice IP going here, and I'm excited for the future of that. So that's going to be my game of the year. I know it's, of course, not going to win. I know I had a lot of, you know, the pop in, all that, whatever. I look past that pop in. I had no problems with that shit. Anyway,
brought you back to the Sonic Adventure days.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, man, there was so much to love there. Like I was just addicted to it. I would start playing. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to play an hour and kind of do this, but just going around, do the challenges, fight the bosses, the mini bosses, going doing those cyberspace runs, collect the keys, going, you know, just, I don't know. It's just, It was so fun. I loved everything about that game.
That's awesome.
I think Elden Ring's, of course, going to win. I don't know. I mean, Elden Ring stole Horizon Forbidden West fire, right? I mean, that game just like melted underneath the Elden Ring thing, right? And I mean, I'm sure Horizon Forbidden West was awesome. I mean,
yes, it was. I just finished it. Fucking amazing.
I'm sure it was. Yeah,
great game.
Yeah.
It did steal its thunder. You're correct.
I'll get to play that. I'm going to get to play that here soon too. You know, so yeah. But it just stole the fire from that great game. And I think Crispy or somebody else said that. Yeah, Ragnarok. I'm sure it's great and everything, but I heard a few people say Dragon this or that, or not quite game of the year. But Elden Ring's just, man, like Chris said, anybody wanted to try out Elden Ring, even if you weren't into the Souls kind of games, these kind of games, just so. I think just Elden Ring's I think it's just got it in the bag. I don't really think it's a question, right? I would be kind of floored if it didn't win, honestly. Great other games out there, but I don't know.
You think it's because the game transcends itself, and meaning that older From Software fans obviously love the game, but it also brought a lot of new fans into the genre that they normally kind of avoided. Yep.
And Crispy, I think Crispy said that earlier. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that too. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's the appeal and the broad reach too. It was able to not just appeal to more people, it was able to be on more, be available more, considerably more than the previous
about
games.
a lot.
Oh yeah,
like, I never seen anybody talk about a game as much. Like the 3 or 4 weeks,
everybody,
right? And it was everybody was everybody was playing that. It stole it stole from Horizon Forbidden West, like right there, and a great game.
Not according to Paul. Paul says that most people played 14 minutes of it and stopped.
I did not say that.
Sneaky bastard, he's back.
No, you said something to the effect that
have you cooled off, sir?
No, I said I would be interested to see what the completion rate is for all the people who bought it.
Oh, he disappeared
because of the hype and
the black hole has got him.
Another awesome game I just been playing too is Evil West. That's play that people if you can find that.
Nice.
Like if you find it all in physical because it's tough to find. But yeah.
But you think Elden Ring is taking the game of the year?
Oh yeah, Elden Ring it's got that for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Cerebral Paul, how about you, man? Which game is taking game of the year, and which one would you pick?
Elden Ring's probably going to take it. Part of me wishes it wouldn't, because for me it wasn't the all-around great game because I couldn't play it because of lack of accessibility. But I would personally, I would like to see Plague Tale take it, but I know it won't happen. It'll probably be God of War Ragnarok, which I have started. It's a good game. But I think Elden Ring's going to end up taking it. He hasn't given. He keeps saying it's going to be a smaller whatever, but he hasn't given like a different time frame. So what I don't know what's changing. Is he going to get through the awards? Are we actually going to see more awards and not see only 5 awards and have a lot of trailers and stuff? And they're going, okay, and these 16 people won awards while the camera was off. Like, oh, okay.
Well, as long as not half the show's full of that fucking esports bullshit. Is there anybody here on any panel ever or on this panel that gives like literally like 10% dog shit about this esports?
Oh man, I give. I would pick it up dog shit to give to him. Yeah,
I don't give 10% dog. I don't even give 10% dog shit about the game of the year, let alone.
But you know what though, we may not
something
be
to watch on December 8th,
but a lot of people are. We may not be.
Well, there are people that do watch
money. They make a lot of money. So
yeah, they do. Yeah,
there's those people that are waiting, like, let me be able to brag, let me be able to do it.
For the big tournaments they do, there's a lot of people that go to those things. A lot of money gets spent.
And there's still people. There's still old people or 30-year-old people asking their moms to cut their steak for them too. So what difference does that make? So
hey, if there was money in it, you can award for it,
right?
True that.
Yeah.
There are high schools and colleges that have esport leagues now that have, they actually.
Oh yeah, they have like.
Yeah,
like
I mean, there's a place for it. I mean, obviously over the years they've learned a few lessons because they don't make it a big part of the show anymore. Like they kind of speed it up. They usually do those, like they don't bring them up on stage. It's kind of like you see that little tab. Oh, this person won this of the year, and this person won that. So like they at least learned some tidbits over the past few years that most people just generally don't care, but there is a small contingent of people out there that obviously do love the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I want to hit back real quick on the whole Phil Spencer talking about making that 10-year deal with Nintendo. People automatically jump on, oh my God, the Switch isn't only going to be out there for another year, maybe 2. 10 years, that's the next console we're talking about. That's not just what they're doing.
Nintendo direly needs now to basically make a new successor.
Oh hell yes, they do. And they've already got that. They've already working on that. Yeah.
Are people fucking trash about them saying that? Like, is that like a trash
people are making
talk?
fun? Oh yeah, I just looked on Twitter.
What the hell? Like, people buy more shit on fucking Nintendo and shit. Like that Sonic Frontier game. I'll bet you that sold like fucking more on Nintendo Switch probably more than the other systems.
But when when fucking GameSpot comes out and writes an article and shoots a fucking YouTube video telling you to upgrade your goddamn console, I'm sorry, that's the writing on the wall. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, the Switch was kind of like a little behind the times right out of the fucking gate, but now it's like
double the
was
power.
2 years.
What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them wanting to bring like a Call of Duty to Nintendo? That's fucking
nothing wrong
that's
with that at
money
all.
in the
That's
bank,
not a great
man.
idea.
Shit, let's like fuck. There's a way to bank your back. A lot of
it's no good to bring it out if the machine struggles to run it at any good. I mean, if there's one shooting game out there that needs to run really good, it is Call of Duty. Because if that thing's going to run like dog shit on the Switch, like who wants to play it?
Well, that's where the 10-year deal comes in. Again, that only covers a year or two, and then you're got a new system. So
but they might do a cloud version for the fucking Switch. Who knows?
Well, for the new game, like I said,
they'll make that bad boy work.
But the damn mobile version,
right? They'll just call Call of Duty mobile. Like, they won't even
though it ran, what is it? It ran at 30 frames per second. Have you ever seen The Witcher 3 on the Switch?
Mobile.
It actually looks like a pretty damn good game. They did a pretty amazing job bringing that game over. So I think if they put enough time and effort, they might be able to pull something out. But 60 frame per second at a decent like resolution is going to be rough.
Yeah, but if they say they're going to bring it out,
it's like I said, the 10 years is the hint. So
perfect. Yep.
Microsoft's Brad Smith. Any day at Sony wants to sit down and talk, we'll be happy to hammer out a 10-year deal for PlayStation as well. Boom.
Damn right. It's like they opened it up. They said,
right. Yeah. Here's your and if that isn't good enough, then this is business. No fucking business, especially Microsoft is going like to give you a forever fucking deal. No reputable business is going to give you a fucking forever deal. Nobody's going to do that. You can't do that. You don't know what the fuck's going to change. You know,
in legality, you cannot give a indefinite deal on an IP.
A forever deal. You can't fucking do that. They're fucking crazy if they think that's what they're going to get, and they're never going to fucking get it. And if keep going.
They just don't want it to happen. I mean, come on,
right? And keep delaying it so Microsoft don't buy more shit after that. You know, because if you delay that, then they can't buy more shit.
Yeah, turning down a 10-year deal is a statement in and of itself.
Hold it up. Just hold it up.
Turning a 10-year down, turning a 10-year deal down is saying we don't want the deal to happen. Period. Ever.
By the way, that 10-year solid deal was actually the second time they've been made that offer. The other way they made it was they said, look, the next 3 releases, we'll extend that out. So that would have worked out to be about 10 years as well.
If I was Microsoft and you fucking with my $70 billion deal, man, I'd be so fucking pissed. Because if they don't get this passed, you know how much money this is going to cost Microsoft? And like all these fucking...
billion,
oh, man.
Something like that.
Well,
so, here's a question.
Activision and Blizzard are going to be fucked.
But you're seeing all this back and forth going back between Sony and Microsoft.
I don't even understand.
I mean, I'm watching this shit and I'm thinking to myself, is this like gaming business or is this an episode of Real Housewives?
I know it's good shit. It's good shit. So, you're almost tired. It's kind of like the train wreck. You know, you don't want to see it, but you can't take your eyes off the motherfucker. You know,
exactly.
Okay, did everybody have a chance to chime in? Who did not? Okay, go ahead, Wize. What is your game of the year, and which one do you think will win?
I don't give a fucking. I don't care about this fucking show.
Why'd you even ask?
Okay.
There you
I
go.
don't
He
give
doesn't
a
give a
flying fuck who wins. Okay, as long as I can watch the show and masturbate in peace, I'm good. That's all I need to do. That's all I want this
Smaller
game show to
condoms,
do.
not the big ones.
Exactly. As long as I can fill them up carefully, it's all good enough for me. I just want to watch the show, drink a few beers, and see a couple of good games. That's it. But yeah, just to piss people off, I want Stray to fucking win.
I would be fucking happy if it won. I'd be like, cool, the Pussycat game won.
He wants Stray to win, but he doesn't care about the length.
I like cats, so I'm good.
I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah,
but
just Stray, that'd be
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like.
I'm
I
playing it,
actually
but yeah,
enjoyed the game.
yeah.
It was a pretty good game. You
Yeah,
know,
I haven't
somebody
heard
gave it
anybody
Game of the
complain
Year.
about it,
What-
so yeah,
What
I guess we
publication
deserve it.
again was that to give Stray Game of the Year? Fuck, we talked about it a few weeks ago on the podcast. I forget which one it was.
Oh shit, yeah.
Fuck yeah, there was some
well-
publication that gave Stray the Game of the Year, and I was like,
Right,
oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
but we all know that Jim Ryan has the remote control for Jeff Kelly, so it's most likely going to be God of War.
Jeff Kelly? Really? Is that his name?
No, I really just, I
Jeff Kelly,
really
I like
don't
Tom
think.
Kelly.
I just don't think. I mean, man, Elden Ring just had a fucking grip all year long on.
Yeah, but it's a Sony show.
Yeah,
They
I got you.
it.
I
That's why they
got
have
you. I
Elden
got you.
Ring win.
I got you. But man, I see what you're saying, but I don't think Elden Ring has it, man. I think it's, in my
If it was the Golden
my opinion.
Joystick Award, I think.
I picked God of War Ragnarok, and I think God of War Ragnarok will win largely
Oh.
because again, I think
it's a
I think
Sony show.
Sony's largely in the back pocket of the Game Awards. I think for 100 different reasons. You know, it's important that God of War wins it because it's how the game is going to be perceived, regardless of what I mean.
No, it's a good
Keely's been
game.
pimping Sony
Kinda
for
like-
years.
kind of like what I was
Kelly.
saying earlier about
Jeff
how
Kelly, like
highest
Machine Gun.
the highest rated game last year, Forza Horizon 5, which came out before Ragnarok, wasn't allowed to be in the game of the year, but it was allowed to be in the racing category, so they couldn't put it next year, so it couldn't be in Gran Turismo 7s.
Five.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good point. Yeah,
There's
that's a
some
good point.
weird shit that goes on
That's a
around this
good
show.
point. Yeah, that's a good point, Noof. I agree. Yep, I agree.
I just feel sorry for Gorilla. They're probably like
What I say is
thinking of-
complete bullshit.
I just
Damn
feel
right.
I just feel sorry for Guerrilla Games. I mean, I bet they're like, what the fuck? Not again. I just feel sorry for them. It's just hilarious what's going on with them. But, oh well. Case are off. It was a good okay. God of War, yes, it's a good game. I enjoy it. I can only play it for an hour and a half without changing it to another game, but it's a good game.
Didn't Sekiro? What was the Sony game that was going up against Sekiro that one year? Like, and everybody thought that was going to win. Like, wasn't it like Last of Us or some shit? Last of Us 2.
Sackboy.
Sekiro.
Sony found a way of getting The Last of Us fucking nominated again. Okay, that should
Yeah,
go ahead
but
and
still,
keep
but
working.
Sekiro won but they won.
I'm
like
talking about this fucking year. Sony found a way of getting The Last of Us remake nominated again for a fucking award. Okay, so how is this not a Sony show?
what remake of the year?
There's
I bet you there'll be
there's a
fucking 4
category that
Sony
needs
games
to
up
be-
in that one. They would have that one.
They own the category.
Yeah. That,
The master of remaster.
yeah.
I don't think I
the
don't
trophy would be
care.
like a PlayStation symbol.
Basically, might as well be.
No shit.
Is it a reboot or is it a sequel reboot? Maybe it's a C-boot.
Death Stranding, is that Dark Zone says? Death Stranding, maybe.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, see, yeah, there was a Sony game against that, and like everybody thought it was for sure that was going to win just because of Sony game. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Death Stranding, and Sekiro deserved to win it, and it came out early in the year, and it was they kind of forgot about it and shit, and it won, and so and Elden Ring didn't even get forgot about that. It's been a monster all year, so. I mean, I might have slowed down.
Well, the show's going to be shorter because Kojima's not around to
Yes.
read it on the screen. So there you go.
And that was another. We didn't talk about like what we thought about like it being shorter with the advertisers and stuff. I guess nobody ever said nothing about that either.
It's fun
Which
to- Is the fucking Pussycat Game of the Year contender? What the fuck? I'm like, yes, it is. It's Game of the Year.
My friend, everybody loves pussy.
Hairy
Don't you love
We
pussy?
like hairy
I love
pussy.
pussy.
We want hairy pussy.
Give hairy pussy. We love pussy.
Pussy.
Pussy for everybody.
Pussy.
Yeah,
Who
let's
love
go.
it? Pussy.
I love me some pussy.
Black
pussy,
pussy, blonde pussy, white pussy, white and
I
black pussy.
play with that
of
pussy
all
every
kinds.
day.
Even
Pussy.
pussy.
He pets it. He strokes it.
He milks
Cerebral Paul saves with the liver box.
He loves it. Pussy. All right.
He was the pussy.
You'll notice I'm just ignoring all of this until we get to
Keep trying
Pussy
there, Paul.
sneaking of the pussy.
Oh man, it's fucking nuts.
My pussy had
Anyway,
eight
with
lives.
that,
We
like I
should
said,
be thinking of nuts after the pussy.
the show's
If you
gonna
can
be
find
shorter,
that pussy
like I
cheaper
said.
anywhere else, fuck it.
That
My
could be
pussy, my pussy has 8 lives because I killed it once.
I mean, I'm all for the show being a bit shorter because the last few years it's been kind of long and dragged out. And I mean, it's like, I'm there like a lot of us. Like a lot of us at this point, we don't really care about the actual nominations. We like seeing the trailers and the world premieres and stuff. They could have always tightened up the show a little bit because a lot of it's very filler. I also think a lot of people are taking a bit of a step back. We'll probably see a little bit less of the world premieres because I think a lot of people now they've been putting a lot of stuff together and they don't want to really spoil next year's E. Because you got to remember, next year is the first time having E3 for a while, right? So they're actually bringing it back. So I think a lot of people are probably saving up a lot of these trailers and a lot of that hype now for E3 because without all the restrictions that COVID has sort of imposed on people, I think this summer they're going to let loose a little bit and we're going to see probably one of the bigger and better shows we've seen in a long time from a lot of different companies that show up there. So I think that's part of it. And again, if you're not ready, that's time and resources taken away from, spending it on the game instead of trying to put together some of these trailers and stuff like that. So, yeah. But
I want to point out a tweet that Wilmy Hood put out a few minutes ago. Phil Spencer just technically said, you fucked around and you found out.
Right, exactly. Fuck around, fuck around. Be around. Yeah, exactly, man. Damn, that was nice.
Nice. Okay. So with that, guys, we are coming to the 2-hour mark, and I won't keep all you gentlemen very much longer. There's really not much else to talk about here. We'll let everybody get out of here. This is a dynamite show, one of the funniest ones we've had in a while. I expect it no less with our amazing panel and, of course, our 2 esteemed guests. So let's roll the show. To everybody that's in the chat, you guys are absolutely amazing. What's going on, Failed Pyromancer? We see you there, bro. Good to see you in the house. Jason Max, like I said, the list goes on. We had our good friend Princess Zelda in here earlier.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man 356. We're thinking about you and your mom. We hope that she pulls through and gets better, bro. You're a big supporter of us. We support you back. We are thinking about you from all of us on the panel and in the chat. So hang in there, bro. And if you need anything or whatever, just reach out to me. Toolman55, always good to see you here as well. Talus Ray, Splendiferous, Sentinel. Like I said, we had a lot of good people in. Jesse Darby, and a lot of great people here tonight. Salty's gaming in here earlier tonight as well. Kylo Milo in the building. Good to see you there. Sir X-Man, and the list goes on, guys. Once again, from all of us, thank you for your support, your unwavering support. Doggy Dog in the panel and still in the chat, always supporting.
Oh yeah,
man's a legend in his own right.
Overachieving fucker.
Love you, dude.
General Spartan, what's going on, brother? Good to see you here as well. Let's let everybody get out of here. We will start with our special guest. Let's start with my Gears of War brother himself. If you're going to roll up in Gears, you hit Crispy Bomb up. He plays it like it's a religion. We are the Gears Brotherhood up in here. Crispy Bomb, bro. Let people know where they can catch up with you next. What you got going down, sir?
We are the Gears of War. At Crispy Bomb on Twitter, Crispy Bomb 28 Xbox Live. Find me tomorrow night. 7 p.m. primetime gaming. We got the next podcast, 8 p.m. Thursdays. Probably not this week, or it's going to be a reaction. Who in the hell knows? And then we got Retro Renegade, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights. And, of course, wherever the hell else I might be. We'll see you then.
All right, let the man get back to his doghouse. Doggy Dog 420, let people know what you got going down. What's happening for you next?
Man, it was a great show. Thank you, Noof. Chat, you were awesome. And man, what a great show. Listen, you can find me on the Retro Renegades with, of course, Crispy. We got Paul. And we got some other people. Jago. We got Graphic God, Infinite, Yobi, Clown, Steak, and Jeepers. Got us all, man. Come join us at 7 p.m. Eastern Tuesday nights. And then, of course, you got the 8 p.m. Eastern Friday nights, the Iconic Video Games Podcast with Princess Zelda and Axel 1324 Gaming. Come check us out. It's real fun, man. Thank you very much, man. It's a great time. Thank you for having me on.
It's great having you here. Special thanks
Always
to
great.
Rusty Claus, who came in tonight to make a special guest appearance. That was awesome. And hopefully he'll come back before we
Heck
get to the Christmas show edition. So maybe he'll answer a few more questions and let us know what his plans are. But in the meantime, we're going to have to settle with Cerebral Claus here right now. Cerebral, let people know what you got going down next.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at Cerebral Paul 1. Of course, at Twitch at Cerebral Paul. You can follow me on Xbox Cerebral Paul 921 and on PlayStation at Cerebral Paul 1. Let's see. Coming up tomorrow, we should have 4G QTV. We don't know if we're going to do a pre-show for the awards show or a reaction show, but we'll be at some point tomorrow. And then my next official thing will be Monday on the Xbox Ambassador channel. And on Tuesdays, I'm part of the Retro Renegades every Tuesday. And of course, Gaming After Dark on Tuesday nights. That's about a pretty slow week this week, thank God.
Into the abyss.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking crispy.
Going in and out like a dick over there. Jesus.
Oh, did my voice doing its thing again?
Yeah, the mic's drifting in and out.
Hey, sometimes you got to come up for air.
I wonder how wet it is.
I don't. It's only this one program that does it.
Was it good for you as it was for it? That's all I want to know.
Facepalm.
Through you.
Eargasm.
Oh shit. There you go, guys. Catch up with Cerebral Paul and Wize Old Gamer. Back in the house this week. Glad to have you here as always. Let people know where they can at least catch up and say hello to you next.
Yeah, it was a great show. Thanks, chat, for showing up. And thank you, Doggy Dog and Crispy. It's always a pleasure when I am streaming with you guys. But yeah, you can find me here every Tuesday night. And you can find me Friday nights, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Order of Disorder with Doomslayer and company. So yeah, follow me on Twitter, Wize Old Gamer with a Z, Xbox, PlayStation, same handle. And yeah, see you next week, basically.
Awesome. And you guys know where to find me, always in the gutter, but when I'm not hanging out here with this amazing cast of characters on Gaming After Dark, you'll find me at 9 a.m. Eastern and 7 a.m. Mountain Time on Good Morning Xbox, right here on the same channel. Make sure that you share the love, share it out, hit that like button, all that good stuff. And love to see the support come over there. Like I said, it's great. You wake up in the morning, have your coffee, grab a little breakfast, sit back and listen to a show that's definitely a little bit more subdued than this one, but it's has its own positives, and I love both of the shows here, and amazing panel and amazing chats as always. So thanks for all the support, guys, and thanks to our amazing guests tonight. As always, all of your chat, you're fantastic, and we'll see you again back here next Tuesday. And enjoy the Game Awards this week. I'm sure we'll probably talk about some of the winners and maybe some of the trailers, hopefully, on Sunday on Good Morning Xbox. But until then, you guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you later.